Hello. Hey, Peaceful. Hello, everybody else that's in so far. I'm just getting rolling here. I actually just got home from helping the neighbor and doing yard work, so I'm absolutely just eating a bowl of pasta right now. So that's why I'm keeping my face cam and mic off just for a few more minutes. I'm good. I'm a little bit tired, honestly. Just worked my ass off for 6 hours straight, pretty much. So, yeah, it was good. But yeah, we're gonna get rolling here once a few more people join, and then yeah, I'm just busy filling out my spreadsheet right now too, while my pasta kind of cools off here a little bit. But yeah. Something that was really funny. Hello, Hockey Visuals. Yeah, that was a crazy game. To be fair, both teams got a really good bounce at some point, so I'm not like... I wasn't upset with Dallas's goal. They did work for it, but I did feel like Edmonton got way better chances in that game overall than Dallas did. And like one of Dallas's goals, actually, now that I think about it, if it wasn't for Brett Kulak just absolutely whiffing on the puck there, Dallas wouldn't have even been in overtime in that game. So, yeah, I don't know. That was an interesting one because the Oilers really outworked Dallas in my opinion, and like a 4-minute penalty kill to start overtime was absolutely insane. Like 5-1 for Dallas. Yeah, like give Edmonton 5 power plays, see what the score is going to be, right? Like I don't think Dallas kills off 5. They maybe kill off 2 or 3. But yeah, that was when I saw that, I was watching the game kind of while I was at work, like kind of on and off, and yeah, no, I was watching it like the Bouchard slash. What kind of a call is that in the playoffs? I'm sorry. Like, sure, you can say McDavid's is a high stick, great. How about you call the hook that caused Duchesne to fall off balance when McDavid finally lifted his stick, and then McDavid lifted his stick below shoulder height, and it hit Duchesne right in the face. Like, why is Duchesne stumbling forward? Oh, because he was hooking McDavid for like 8 seconds off the face-off? Yeah, okay. Seems like a legitimate penalty, right? Like, it was ridiculous. I'm like, wow, who turned to the refs? Oh, wait, no, it was probably Gary Bettman. But anyways, who turned to the refs and was like, okay, 5-1 for power plays for Edmonton, or for Dallas, because we can't have a Canadian team winning the cup. Not allowed. And then Edmonton still won anyways. Like, I don't know, man. If you ask me now, like after game 1 at least, Edmonton looks really damn good. Mainly because their special teams are just like, it almost gives Edmonton a boost when they take a penalty, if I'm being honest. Like, it's so crazy to watch. Also, something that I didn't notice last episode that's now crazy to think about is that Jack Eichel and Cole Yzerman won the Art Ross Hart and then Rocket, and Vegas finished like 27th in the league or something like that. Like, they were not good at all. Like, considering it was literally like a case of the Edmonton Oilers here. Yeah, like look at where Vegas finished, like 22nd place. Come on. And they had the top scorers in the league. Like, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So, anyways, I think we're going to get rolling here pretty soon. I am kind of still just finishing off my pasta. Yeah, that might have been the weakest call. Well, to be fair, in the Vancouver series, when Elias Lindholm drew an interference penalty on Draisaitl, Lindholm literally was like skating like this, watching McDavid, and just skated like right into the side of Draisaitl. It's not interference if you're already there and the guy runs into you. It's interference if you skate into that guy's lane already. You like Draisaitl beat him there for sure, but I don't know. That one was the other really weak one I've seen so far in the playoffs. So. All right, how we doing? We got 5 concurrent viewers. All right, we're going to get started here in just a moment, guys. Like I told Peaceful already, I'm mucking some pasta because I haven't eaten properly today yet. So I will just be a few more minutes, and then we will actually get onto the recording and get rolling here. But, yeah. That's the thing, though, is you can't give Edmonton a disadvantage at this point, Peaceful, because their power play and penalty kill are both so good. It's all good. Yeah, I don't want to choke on stream. That would be pretty funny. Although we did that last episode in the draft, so that was something else. That was pretty funny. These Gatorade bottles, like, this is probably my favorite water bottle, just because it doesn't leak unless you squeeze it, and like you can just I can chug an entire bottle of water of this in pretty much one go. Hello, Anderson family, welcome to the stream. We're not recording just yet. I'm just finishing food right now, so once I'm done that, then we'll get going. But yeah, we were kind of just chatting back and forth about the Edmonton-Dallas game last night. Hello, Scott. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Yeah, we're looking all right for our team. Like, nothing crazy. Rogers is probably one of the most likely players to make our team at this point. Obviously, Pat Archer's well on his way as well. I'm thinking we're going to give Sammy Pentakainen fourth-line center minutes next year, just because of how he's developed and how well he's scored in the AHL. So, yeah, I think that's the plan. Hello, Real Divinity. Welcome to the stream. All right, I think we are probably ready to get going here. It seems like we got a lot. Yeah, we got quite a few viewers going here, so let's get rolling on it. I'm going to start the recording and do the intro and everything, and then we'll get rolling here. So let's see. This is live stream 9, meaning we're doing 17 and 18 for the episodes. That's crazy. That is crazy that in like 3 weeks we have put out so many episodes. It's been a lot, and it's been awesome. So let's get the chat folder up there. Beautiful. All right. Honestly, fair, Scott, I do not blame you for that. Like, I would be glad if you somehow managed to, but I totally understand the time zone difference. It would be crazy if you did make it to the end. All right, so let's get going here. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanios here. Welcome to episode number 17 of this NHL 22 Draft Gallery franchise mode here on my channel. Of course, we are live streaming this series, so make sure you check my community tab for when those times and dates are for when we're actually live streaming so that you can get featured in the chat right above me here. But today we're getting into the 2030/31 season, and yeah, it's going to be a good episode here, I think, as the team is very much on its way. Last episode, we were able to land a few very good players out of the draft, namely the first one being Ivan Zykov, who looks like he's going to be an awesome defender. We got him 4th overall, very good skater, offensive defenseman. Apologies for the little bit of burp in there, but yeah, he's looking good. Like our whole defensive core, you look at how young it is here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 really good looking guys, 5 with Levshinov. It's going to be a good group here coming up. So we will see how things go this year. We signed Caden Sanchez to a 2-year deal coming up here because we want him to grow and develop. So we're giving him that incentive to not give him the 8-year contract like a bunch of other guys have gotten. And then they've just refused to grow from there, such as Oleg Vasilyev is a prime example of that, where he just hasn't really gotten any better over the span of the last 3, 4, 5 years, which is too bad because he really looked good. So Sanchez has grown fast. He was 47 rated out of the draft, shot to 60, and now he was 72 to start last year, got up to like 76, and he's gone 76 to 78 over this last year. So yeah, it's been a quick progression for him. I think he's going to be really good really quickly here. Like it's literally been 3.5 years for him to just shoot right up to a 78. So yeah, at this point, we're just going to sim ahead to the next season. We were waiting on that Weston Holloway contract. Last episode was a huge contract decision time as far as we paid Weston Holloway $8.05 million for the next 8 years. That's going to be a fabulous contract because he's already shown that he can perform, play on both ends of the ice, do all that stuff. And $8 million isn't super crazy for a top 4 or top pairing defenseman. On the other hand, we didn't pay out Landon DuPont yet because he was going to want at least $14.6 million for the next 8 years. And while he is probably going to be the premier defender in the league as Cale Makar gets older, there's just no way that we can offer him that much money without him proving something. Like he didn't win the Calder. He hasn't really scored all that well yet. If he puts up a crazy season this year, is looking like he's going to, then maybe we'll pay him out that much. But it's going to be tricky here this year. So we're almost at the beginning of the next season here at this point. And once we hit that, then we will check Landon DuPont again. We will be routinely checking in on Landon DuPont, to see what exactly he's going to... Why does everybody want a $19 million Sean Walker? What is going on right now? Why aren't you guys paying out? Yeah, this is crazy. I'm hoping it goes down to peaceful. We'll have to wait and see. And all right, we've sold a whopping 27% of our tickets heading into the next year. That's great. But as we get rolling here, let's see. All right, of course we didn't earn 90% of expected profits. Are you kidding me? Of course we wouldn't. And all right, we're not going to have the picks. We probably can get concession going and yeah, a couple things. But all right, let's see the team this upcoming year. And here's what we're looking at. So we got an 89 Belchet still. Timonen looks pretty good. Teravainen's only 85. Also, how does this line work? 3 playmakers gets +5 chemistry? Are you kidding me? What? What? How does that make any sense whatsoever? That actually doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how we got to that conclusion. What? All right, well, Sanchez is 80 rated, so as a backup goalie, I honestly think we're probably going to keep him down in the AHL. I think that's going to be the play. Reason being is then we can actually, lose for one more year, probably. I mean, you never know. Our pretty bad goalies might actually win us a whole bunch of games. But yeah, this is for sure one of the strangest setups I've seen as far as how chemistry works. Like, what? How is that a line? How is that actually a line of 3 playmakers that somehow all fit together? I can't explain this game. Okay. This makes absolutely 0 sense. That's probably the best that I've seen our lineup actually get set up. Wow. That makes no sense whatsoever. Three-headed monster of 3 playmakers? Maybe. We also get +5 between the two by doing this, just swapping our first and second lines apart from Belchets and Healy. Like, that's not bad either, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty happy with how that actually looks, but we'll have to wait and see. What I am going to do... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I am going to play Järvinen on the second line with Carconi and Timonen and see if they can put up some decent stats. I think they will. And there's the defense for this upcoming year. So DuPont's now a 90 rated D-man. Holloway's 89 rated. Levshinov is 86. So I think what we do is we put DuPont down 1, go like that, and then, yeah, run it like that for a bit. Although he is top 2. We'll check his contract in a minute as far as what he's requesting. But what we're going to do is we're going to play Jörg Kurka up over, what's his face, Sean Walker here. Actually, we'll put Walker there. Oh no, Coughlin's the reason why that gets chemistry. All right. So yeah, then we'll put Kurka in there. That looks very nice. My goodness. That looks like really, really good. I am wondering if we do Levshinov there instead, if that still goes 0. Yeah, it does. Okay, so Kurka's pretty much always going to be a bottom pair defenseman for us, which is okay with me, honestly. Like, I have no troubles with that. And, alright, we don't really care about team strategy. That's not going to work. Or not that it's not going to work, but we're just doing edit lines and stuff. But, yeah, at this point, like, 13.25. Alright, that's not a bad prediction, honestly. We'll check in a minute here. And, yeah, we have to get Tuzolino going, because if we can make that contract work for the next 5 years, we've got a steal of a deal on our hands there. Honestly, our whole top 6 is on very good contracts. It's just more so a matter of can they actually develop now at this point, because we've got the players, we've got the scores, we should be able to make it work. And so far it hasn't. So, yeah, we get to just sit back and enjoy the show as far as how well or poorly this team's actually going to perform. What we're going to do is I'm also going to run DuPont on second line power play minutes for now. We'll put Kurka there. You know what? I really like that, actually. We'll go Kurka there, and then we'll go Holloway DuPont as the second pairing, which I have absolutely no problem with. And that will immediately make the second unit better. So yeah, let's do that. And bada bing, bada boom, +5 power play. Beautiful. All right, so 2 + 5 power play should be able to work. But we'll have to wait and see, obviously. Like, you never know exactly how things are going to turn out here. And, all right, we'll go Kurka again. I think Kurka and Levshinov are actually going to be a really good combo for a lot of time. Hello, Dodge. Welcome. Slow down. The team's starting to look nice. Welcome, Donovan. Yeah, glad you could make it. Honestly, yeah, we've really been rolling. There's a lot of just team stuff that we've gone through over the last few years to make this team significantly better. And it seems to be working pretty well. The main issue right now that we're facing is that our tied for highest rated player in Landon DuPont is asking for what is probably going to be a ton of money. Peaceful is predicting 13.25 there. We're hoping it's going to be less than that, but we'll have to wait and see. All of our power play units are 0s at least, so that's actually really good. I'm quite surprised that it's worked out that well, but we are going to try Kurka. No, sorry, not Kurka. Järvinen here. Järvinen didn't fix that. All right, that's great. Okay. All right, I guess we'll leave Timonen in there then? I don't know. I guess so. A couple of the power play, like PK3 units, don't have to be amazing. They just have to be okay. And yeah, no chance. Okay. So we're going to do that Vasiliev trick again where we play him at center on the special teams or like additional team units. Also, this is not going to work either. We're essentially just going to keep DuPont on the second pairing all year, which I think is going to work out just fine. But yeah, we'll make the most of it, obviously. So yeah, DuPont will be in there with, I guess, yeah, we'll go Kirka there, and then Zamula and whoever else is left. Zamula and Coughlin, yeah, that works fine for me. All right, but as far as the other forwards go, we'll throw Misa in here. Oh, changing current line. I already clicked that button once. There we go. And then we'll go Teravainen as the third C, along with Tuzolino. All right, so that's how we're going to run the additional 4-on-4 and 3-on-3. So it's going to look a little funky here at first, but that's okay. Also, the other goal with this is that we're trying to get Lev Shinov to grow because he's kind of stagnated at this point. And that is the goal for this new lineup. So, well, it's not even that new. It's just a very similar lineup, but just a slightly different strategy than last year. And, all right, same thing again here. Misa goes in there. And then third unit swaps out everybody. Except as long as Holloway's in there, because he should be in there this year. Yeah, good. Okay. Because, yeah, he wasn't in there to start last year, and I was looking at it like, why? Why isn't, like, he was 85 rated or something, and he just wasn't playing where he was supposed to be. I was like, okay, then. All right. So, yeah, we're going to start Delmore this year. Although Sanchez is the backup goalie, we're going to run him for another year as the AHL starter just to really see if he'll grow. If he doesn't start growing throughout the season, then we'll make a move. But the other thing we're going to do, of course, Michael himself. we'll see about that. We'll see about that, Peaceful. But, all right, let's just take a peek at the draft class here. It's going to be a winger, a very winger-heavy class this year. All right, only one D-man there, no centers. Okay, we'll make it work. We will make it work. It's not great. It's not great, if I'm being completely honest. All right, well, we'll have to make the most of that because that does not look super fabulous, if I'm being honest. And then, all right, we're going to hop down to the roster moves here nice and quickly. And we are going to send Ivan Zykov as well as our goalie, Caden Sanchez, down. And then out of the system, we'll pull Tristan Barrett, and we'll pull... Who else do we want? We want another D-man. But who's that other D-man going to be? Probably... Ooh, we could go Georges this year. That could be an option. Don't really want to do that. Let's instead do... Let's do Carlisle. All right. Oh, that was wrong. Okay. So now we'll do that. Boom. All right. Of course, the NHL lines are going to need fixing because the goalies need to be rearranged. But yeah, we'll see what starting Teravainen on the first line does. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, we'll make it work, obviously. And then, yeah, Delmore, Barrett, that's going to be an interesting combo. And then down in the AHL, of course, starting Sanchez should really make him just pop off, but we'll have to wait and see. As far as even strength, just everything goes. I forgot to move Pentakainen. Is there a playstyle? Yeah, I usually prefer a playmaker or sniper, one of the two. If it's a power forward, great. It's actually fairly easy to build wingers around those, but probably one of those three are my main picks. If we have all playmakers and then we have no snipers, then it's a problem, because that's what I've kind of been dealing with this team over the last 2 to 3 to 4 years. Like, it really has been a problem that we just cannot get snipers when we need them. So, yeah, obviously you need to balance your lineup, and when it's all playmakers, that becomes an issue because then nobody shoots the puck. So, all right, what else do we need to do here? Does Myers improve that? Nope. Does Arvidsson improve that? Nope. Great. All right. Who else do I really want to get in this lineup? I think we should probably put Svitov in as the backup over Fanti, unfortunately, but we're not going to do that because we can't do that to Fanti. And then Swanson can be bottom line. Yeah, you know what? That'll work. So let's go. Let's swap out Zahorna for Swanson. And then Valaquete. I also want him playing, but he could play either wing, and he's a full match on the second line, so we're going to do that. And all right, you know what? Sherwood's old. Like, he's getting really old, so let's put Valaquete in there. That should improve the chemistry, and it doesn't. Cool. All right. Does Archer just not fit? Yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. All right, well, we're keeping Pat Archer there. I am going to swap. This is the year, like, we've given him enough time, more than enough time in the AHL at this point. Like, it's actually probably been overkill if I'm being completely honest, but yeah, this is going to be the year where we swap out Samu Pentakainen as well. I think that's more than long enough that we have left him down in the system, and it's not fair to him at this point if we don't move him up, so let's go Georges there. That should work nicely. And then for whatever reason, Rogers doesn't fit. All right, so we'll put him there. And then, of course, we'll go Zykov here. And then Gaudreau has to fit in here somewhere. I'm going to say he's playing over Stamkos. No doubt about it. And, of course, Pinch and Cycle does not fit. That's great. Also, what? That makes literally 0 sense. Okay. Excuse me, sir. What is going on here? This is questionable, to say the least. Yeah, I do have another Pittsburgh episode in the works. It just hasn't actually been edited yet. So, yeah, that will be coming out at some point soon. But we have been, like, I have been quite focused on this series, obviously. So, I guess that's just going to do that. Okay. But yeah, we're going to move Pentakainen up, and then we're going to send... Who's our worst center? Blake Lizotte? Yeah, okay. You know what? We're just not going to send anybody. We're just going to send Pentakainen up. And then we'll make the moves from there, because we have more than enough forwards. So we're going to start, yeah, we're going to start it like that. I have no idea why it just swapped out my, or I have an idea why it swapped out all my lines is because I hit the wrong button. So that's really all it takes. Then Sherwood's out. And Valaquete's in. And then Swanson's in. And that looks pretty good to me, honestly. I'm pretty happy with that. So I think that's what we're going to rock for this season. Also, I have no idea why it... I guess it just didn't save my changes or something. That was kind of weird, but... You know, whatever. It is what it is. And then we're going to go Mackey down one. Millman and Georges starting there. And then Zykov goes in second pairing there. That looks fine. And then, of course, we'll swap out Gaudreau. Because can he play both sides? No, he cannot, but that doesn't matter because the chemistry still works. Yeah, we'll take it. We will take it. That is about as good as I'm going to make the AHL lines. I really don't think I can do much more than that. Also, I love when the extra attacker gets all messed up. It's just my favorite. So, anyway, Zykov's going to be the extra attacker, obviously, and then Archer will be number 2. And that is it. All right, so yeah, we went into this season with the goal of starting Sanchez in the AHL as well as starting Ivan Zykov in the AHL. And apart from that, that's pretty much it, right? So we'll make sure Zykov gets maximum power play minutes because if he does, then all of a sudden that's going to look really good. They do tend to be pinch and cycle. It is a very common case of how it works, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with it because having those types of guys actually makes your team quite a bit better if you're asking me. So, all right, you know what? How good is Savon? Yeah, we're going to put him in. honestly, that's a fun-looking power play. I know it's not great as far as chemistry and everything goes, excuse me, but yeah, you know what? That's not even that bad. And then, of course, I put 2 guys that were already in on the power play in again, so that just messed everything else up. Let's put Peyton Engel in and see if that works. It does not. Sorry, not Zahorna. Actually, yeah. No, not Zahorna. Myers. Zahorna was in already, right? Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. I'm not super concerned about it. The only thing I really care about is that Zaikov's getting a whole bunch of playtime because he deserves a whole bunch of playtime. He's our top prospect right now. All right, that's all we're really doing down in the A at least. So that's our AHL team this year. Not really going to care too much about it in comparison to this team that we need to, 1, either suck really badly or 2, actually start winning. One of the two. We don't know what. But, all right. We really need a center sniper. I agree with you. Yeah, it's not even close, really, Peaceful. We really need that center sniper because, especially with Teravainen being just questionable at best on the faceoffs with 73 faceoffs, it's like we could put somebody else there instead. Hello, Nigel. Meowing at the door, so we're gonna let him in, of course. But yeah, let's see what we can do here this season. Should be a fun one. Obviously, we have to get to the scouting now because we haven't yet. Oh, yes, DuPont contract. Almost forgot about that. That would have been a huge mistake. So, all right, here we go. Let's see looking at. Ooh, hold on. If we do 5 years, that looks really good. Honestly, that's more reasonable. You know what? We can do that. We can do that. You know what? Peaceful, you were actually really close for what your prediction was. Like, that was literally, what, 0.5 off? Yeah, no, was it you exactly or somebody? I think it might have been Vendetta that suggested that strategy initially, but yeah, this is looking good. Nigel, come here. I'm sorry, I forgot that you need some chair space to jump up. All right, so we're gonna roll with this contract. We're just sending it. I'm not even second guessing it. We're just gonna take it. All right, so Landon DuPont for 8 years wants a 0.85 times 13.3 million. That's an $11.3 million contract. Just over that, 11.325. That could be huge for us. Also, it's the biggest contract we've ever handed out. That's like a legitimate player contract, not just, okay, we're trying to cap fill contract. So, why are you attacking my rug? What are you doing? Hello. Oh my god, he's so cute. Alright, so we'll go 11.325. And hopefully he signs that. That's all I can say. Hopefully. And alright. Nigel, you're just absolutely destroying my rug. Oh boy. Okay. Well, now that we are actually rocking and rolling here with that could be huge. That could be absolutely huge for us. Hopefully it will be. But we'll have to wait and see. Watch him say no and request $20 million. I wouldn't be surprised. We probably should have paid him about 12. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. If that happens, the game just hates us. And then there's just nothing we can really do about it. So, all right. There are a lot of defensemen still. Like, way more defensemen than we actually need by any means. So, oh, goodness. All right. Well, you know, that DuPont contract, I'm so hoping and praying that pays off. Because if it does, like, if that pays out as far as he accepts it, yes, please. That would be amazing. Nigel. Oh my goodness, you're being a little whiny baby today. Come on, jump up. Come say hi to the live stream. Alright. We don't even need a second Liga scout. We probably will need a second SHL scout. What does the cat want from me? My attention. That's it. Literally it. Come here. I got him. He literally just wants lap time. Oh, I forgot. I ate pasta earlier, so he wants to lick out my bowl. That's the other thing. He's a weird cat, but you know, he's a mooch as well. This one right here. Hello, live stream. It's Nigel. This right here is the man that makes all the decisions for why our team is successful or not. And I'm absolutely 100% being serious about that. So, anyways, he wants to jam his tail in my face. Apparently, that's what he wants. Okay, let's put the bowl on the floor so that you don't topple off my chair. Yeah. As soon as I put the bowl down on the floor, he just immediately jumps down. No, he's actually licking it out too. Half the time, I'll put a bowl down on the floor for him, and he sniffs it and then walks away. I'm like, why? Why did you just do that? So, anyways, that is Nigel. He is possibly the cutest black cat I've ever seen. So, normally, well, not normally, but sometimes the fully black cats like Nigel can be just complete little shits, if I'm being honest. But yeah, no, Nigel is absolutely that most of the time, if I'm also being honest. So yeah. All right, looks like there are no prospects anywhere except for the CHL this year. That's great. Love that for us. All right. Oh yeah, it won't even make it on the edited video, Peaceful, because when I'm editing out, I just cut all of the scouting altogether. Like, nobody gets to see it on the edited side, because it just takes so long. Like, it probably adds an extra hour to the live stream in total. So yeah, when I cut that out, it literally takes the video down by an hour. Oh, Nigel's going out now. Goodbye, Nigel. Just goes running off. All right. Oh, I did the wrong scout. More than an hour, probably. You're probably right. So yeah, that all gets cutted. Cutted. That's a word. No, it's not. That all gets cut from the edited version. God, English. Can you tell I'm a little tired? I honestly might take a power nap after this live stream. We will see. We will see. Although if I do that, I won't sleep tonight, which is also a problem. So, all right. Into the queue. Ready for this? Yep. There's all the players. There's all the players we were looking for that were missing that we just never got to see. And all right, we will go number 89. No Oilers tonight, so get your sleep. Yeah, it's funny because I did not sleep well last night. I was so ramped up after watching that game. And then it was the worst part about it was that they scored like that 30 seconds into double OT or whatever. But then the ref sits there for like an extra like 30 seconds and is like, wait. Puts on the headset and like sits there for a second. Everybody's just kind of standing there like, what? And then he just goes to center ice. I'm like, well, no, duh, like that, like, come on. Yeah. Anyways, that was the moment for me where I'm like, oh, the refs are really out to get us. They're trying to call back a very obviously onside. Well, it wasn't obviously onside, but it was an onside enough game-winning goal that it's like, why are you going over to the box? Yeah, exactly. That Edmonton won fair, that Connor McDavid doesn't get robbed on the line again. Like, oh, God. What a joke, man. Like, let a Canadian team win. My God. And I'm not just saying that because it's my Oilers. It's literally just like, let any Canadian team win at this point. And, you know, as much as some people are going to be like, oh, what about Joe Pavelski? What about him getting his cup? I'm like, nah, sorry. McDavid's a much better player than Joe Pavelski ever has been. Yeah, peaceful, but you know what? At least your team made the cup finals in the last, like, how many years, right? Like, you can't really talk smack. Like, literally, I just want the cup north of the border. I don't even care if it's Toronto. I genuinely, not I genuinely thought, I was just so excited when Montreal made it like 4 years ago or whatever it was, during the COVID season. I was so excited for that, and then they just got stomped by Tampa. And it's like, well, yeah, okay, I guess we saw that coming. Like, make sure I didn't scout all the same players. Yeah, there's 5 other options, or 4 other options, 5, including Montreal. But, yeah, I don't know. And then when the cup, pigs will fly. Either that or hell will freeze over, or something along those lines. There's some kind of additional narrative there. You guys have heard the joke of the 2 Canadians in hell, right? And how the devil is like, oh, like he finds their accents really annoying, so then you guys have heard that joke, yes? No? Where he keeps turning up the heat, and then he goes, oh, okay, they like the heat, I'll freeze it over just like in Canada. And then, have you guys heard this joke, or have you not? I'm sure some of you have, but at the end of it, you've heard it, yeah? Montreal is going to be in real contention for this, but, I mean, there's a slim chance Edmonton does it this year. You think you've heard this joke as far as the devil then cranks the heat all the way down and tries to freeze out the Canadians, and then the Canadians, he comes back into the room, they're all celebrating, they're like, oh, hell is frozen over, the Leafs must have won the cup. Like, that's the joke, sorry. Anyways, yeah. Alright, enough of my rambling. Let's get to the calendar here. Alright. Oh, also, yeah, actually, we're just good to sim here, so let's simulate. Let's go! Landon DuPont, only $11.325 million. Yes, please. Yes, please. That is a massive contract for, like, a massive steal of a price for a contract that we have maybe ever gotten. Oh, that took a lot of stress off of me just now. That was like, I was really worried that we were going to be paying him out way too much money, and fortunately, we will not be. So, beautiful. But that's the thing, Peaceful, is that, like, yeah, there's maybe a chance with teams like Vancouver and Winnipeg. There's the chance with Edmonton still this year, but, yeah, nearly paid him $14.6 million last year. Yeah, that would have been crazy. Yeah, honestly, if Montreal gets Nichas and Demidov, look out. Seriously, look out. But even then, Montreal has got Lane Hudson coming up. They've got Slavkovsky's going to be the real deal. I have no doubt about that in my mind. He looks fabulous already. He was dominating the World Championships there. But think about it this way, too. Montreal has all the building blocks in peace. They've got a good goalie in Jacob Fowler coming up. They've got all these other players that are already good. They're paying their core, some of their core players in Suzuki and Caulfield, under like $8 million each, which is crazy. Montreal is going to be a legitimate threat in about 2 years, maybe 3 years. Holy, Weston Holloway, talk about going off. 7 points in 5 games. Let's go. Yeah, no, what's going to happen is the Carolina Hurricanes might end up either buying out or trading Jesperi Kotkaniemi to clear up cap space for Martin Nichas. Like, that's probably going to happen. That would be my bet. Which clown? I forgot about Ryan Backer, too. It's so funny because I'm doing a Canadians or a Habs franchise mode right now, and I just forget about certain players. No. Matthews makes less than that. He's like 13 point something million, isn't he? Ooh, yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I saw that though. Don Waddell or Waddle or however you say his name. I say Waddell, but Don Waddell. No way. Matthews isn't making 16 million. No way. Is he really? Well, I guess maybe if he has like front loading on his contract. Like I know they can kind of split it up year to year. So it'll be like 1 year I get 16, the next I get 10, the next I get 12, the next I get 14, like things like that. I know there are clauses in contracts like that, and that's how it works sometimes. But yeah, you're probably not wrong there. Hello, Carrot. Welcome to the stream. We are currently scouting away right now, so... Yeah, exactly. So they're both making less than 8, so if Matthews is over 15, then... Yeah, exactly. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It just seems absurd to me that somebody's making more than McDavid, really. Or, I guess McKinnon's making a lot of money coming up here, too, but... Yeah, that's a pretty good prediction there, I would say, Brick. Yeah. Yeah, if he's director of analytics, he understands all the analytical sides of the game and what actually gets done. And then, if he's been in... Man, Peaceful, you're just... just absolutely jaded against the Leafs. But yeah, no, I mean, if you have a director of analytics who understands the analytical side of the game, then he can look at it, look at how players in junior and wherever else, whether it be the NHL or other leagues, how they play and be like, that's a winning player right there. That player can contribute to a winning Stanley Cup caliber team. And then Carolina's just going to be stacked for years to come because they're going to get all these steals and really good players. Like, how about Seth Jarvis 13th overall? Like, that looks like a freaking fabulous pick right now. I know Carolina's out, but slowly watching Peaceful become the Joker. Yeah, you're probably not wrong there. We've driven him to insanity with the chat section. Yeah, disagree there. Disagree. It is kind of funny to think about, though. Here's another perspective for you, Peaceful. Think about it this way as far as... Hold on, did I just scout the same players twice? I did not. Okay. Think about it from this perspective, Peaceful, as far as Quebec does not want to be a part of Canada very much, if at all. So the last time a cup actually came to Canada was probably 1990 more so, when the Oilers won the cup, versus Quebec acts very French. Very much like France. So, I mean, like, double argument there, right? Like, yes, you can say that you'd rather see the cup not come back to Canada, even if the Canadians win it, though. Is it really coming back to Canada, or is it going to Quebec more so? Like, let's think about it from that way, right? So, I just scouted 54. I had that conversation with, like, a customer the other night. They were like, who won the cup last? I'm like, 93 Canadians, yeah. Yeah, exactly. They were the last team to win it. That's Canadian, and even then it doesn't really feel all that Canadian. Like, we really are. Like, there is, as much as we have our own quirks and interests, and overall we're pretty nice people, there's definitely some inner conflict within, just like, I would say it's mainly just Ontario and Quebec. But yeah, there's so many. 90, 92, honestly, yeah, what is the difference? That is also a fair comment, Brick. Like, fair comment there. All right, we are going to need... You know what? I'm going to go fire a Russian scout and hire a 4th OHL scout because this is insane how many O scouts we need. Because, yeah, there's just no way. What happens when you bring the Leafs into the conversation? Well, you see, even as crazy and as stupid and as borderline American of a city as Toronto is, it's still technically Canadian, so that's my only argument I really have for them. That's it. That's literally it. I'm not going to sit here and defend the Leafs either. They've sucked for so many years that, no, they don't deserve a cup either, so... Because, yeah, that's the counterpoint argument, is that Toronto is pretty much just an American city at this point, so... Alright, we are firing... Yeah, we're going to fire Granlund, because we don't really need them. It will take work, but yeah, no, I agree those are the right choices. I can't even argue with that. That's exactly how I feel, so... I don't want to fire a B-rated scout, but we might have to here. Not from the perspective of... Okay, so for Toronto being an American city, not from the perspective of that it's American people there, but it's got that really big American city vibe as far as how a lot of cities in America are, because there's what, like... How many people are in the Toronto, like, Greater Toronto area? There's got to be, like... Oh, it's got to be, like... I don't even know how many people. There's a lot. Regardless, besides that, it's more so just the fact that it is, like... You go there, and it's like being in LA. It's like being in New York. It's like, yeah. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Brick. Yeah. Just, well... There's no gangs. There's just more human trafficking and all these other things. So, yeah. Depends on how you look at it. Really, it's give and take. So, all right. On to a slightly less distasteful topic. Let's go find an A+ scout. There we go. That'll work. Get on our team now, please. Jose Timmons. Actually, yeah, okay. We want a WHL scout and we want an OHL scout. So... Let's go find an OHL scout that has an A+ rating. There we go. Francois Waugh. Ooh, you're D-rated. Yeah, it's fine. We don't have to scout that many players. So, all right. As much as it sucks that we're going to fire a B-rated coach here, we're still going to do it because we need better region efficiency here. And, yeah, there's, like, no prospects in anywhere except for these 3 leagues, essentially. That's why we're going to have... 11 scouts in 3 leagues, so it's going to be great. But yeah, hopefully we'll get these contracts signed here in just a moment. And all right, there's Francois Waugh. Let's go assign him. And all right. Relocate. You are going to the O. This is going to be hilarious. Yeah, no, you have to realize there's players like Barkov and Jack Eichel and... Oh, there's so many better defensive forwards in the league. I'm sorry, I hate to tell it to Toronto fans, but yeah, as good as Marner is, he's not going to make those plays when it actually matters. He's not going to tie up a David Pastrnak because he drives to the front of the net. He's just not. It's as simple as that. He will simply just miss that check. So, yeah, don't know what else to tell you there. All right, so we'll get that scouting done. Yeah. Finished TH in Selkie voted? No number? 9th. Yeah, exactly. All right, and then who are we missing? Jose Timmons. All right, 9th. Yeah, that's crazy, though, when you think about it, considering that he was just drafted not that long ago. It was 2019? 2020, right? 2020, I think, yeah. I agree with you, Brick. I really agree with you. I think they should send him to either Chicago or San Jose or somewhere like that. But is Seth Jones really going to fill that hole that Toronto has? Like, I don't think so. And everybody's putting these trade packages together where it's like, oh, they'd have to trade Kevin Korchinski and Seth Jones and a first-round pick. I'm like, Marner's not that good. Chicago's not giving up a first-round pick unless it's in, like, 2030. Like, where, what? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's it's so interesting to listen to the Toronto fan base. They should get a top 4 deal from a Marner trade. They will. But they need to collect other assets that can play depth forward and stuff like that will actually help out on playoff runs. Like, if they go and get themselves, I don't know, like just per se from Chicago. If they go and get themselves a Jason Dickinson and a Seth Jones, win of the trade right there. That Toronto is winning in that trade. Maybe they get a second round pick, maybe they get a prospect, but that would be a much more likely deal for that $11 million going the other way. Toronto should get a proper brain. I can't argue with that. All right, so I believe we are good to scout up to the regular season now. We'll check out our team ratings this year. Going to be pretty similar to last year, so let's do it. All right, and preseason, we have a losing record this year because we have bad goaltending. Kind of makes sense. Also, slightly questionable as to why my PC just made a click noise. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. You know, if I'm being completely honest with you, Dodge, I don't know if you saw it. It was in like game 80 or 81, somewhere in like one of those last 2 games of the season. Nylander and Matthews had this collision behind, I believe it was the opposing team's net, where they both just came swinging in with full speed and just went boom and kind of hit each other. Honestly, one, that's where Austin Matthews got his concussion. It was a concussion that Matthews had, and that's why they sat him for 2 games when they're like, he's out with an undisclosed injury. It was a concussion. He was like scrambled eggs for brain, honestly. Like, but yeah, I kind of get the feeling the migraines for Nylander came from that as well. So don't run into each other. That's kind of the number 1 rule in hockey as far as your own teammates. So, oh well. Yeah, it should be interesting to see, though, as to what happens. Yeah, but that's the thing. Mayonnaise there, or Mayonnaise, however you say your name. They're not going to trade Heiskanen. Heiskanen's their number 1 D-man. Why would Dallas make that trade? Like, they won't. They simply won't trade Heiskanen no matter what, regardless if they were getting a Mitch Marner 1-for-1 straight across. Top pairing D-men are way more valuable than top line forwards. I hate to say it, but that's true. The only position they're not more valuable than are top line centers, and even then, top line centers and top pairing D-men are like this. Like, they are like so close to being perfectly even on value that yeah, it's hard to not look at it and value it that way. So how is Suzuki 13th over? I don't know about that. I mean, Suzuki is a great defensive center, but he also, I just dropped my controller. But Suzuki's a great defensive center, but I don't know if Jarvis getting that over him makes sense necessarily either. Or Jarvis getting a higher vote than him makes sense either. All right. Okay, let's look at our teams this year for team ratings. So first things first, the Halifax Huskies have got my face cam right in the way. So this year we're rocking with 64 offense. Jesus. 73 defense, 74 goaltending. Pretty solid, nothing crazy, but that is our AHL team. Let's see. I might have to move my face cam again, but we'll see. And then for our NHL team this year, yeah, simulate the game. There you go. All right, here we go. We are looking at, you guys can't see it yet again because my big ugly face is in the way. 93 offense, 89 defense, and 74 goaltending. You love to see it. All right, so with all of those stats being in place, let's see if our team has what it takes to put up one more year where we are still pushing that narrative of one of the worst teams in the league. I mean, we'll see. Oh, yeah, no, that's, like, I think Suzuki's a fabulous player. I got nothing wrong with any of the players on Montreal. But, yeah, it's Suzuki is a very good defensive center. The only thing I can think as to why he plays so low is because Montreal kind of sucked this year. They lost a lot of games. They got scored on a lot. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only reasoning I can put behind it. I like to be a logical fan, so. All right, let's get to it. The fans are sometimes questionable. Yeah, like the Montreal fans or just any fans. I mean, that both arguments are fair. But all right, let's get to it. We're simulating ahead. We win our regular season home opener against Tampa, and then we continue to cruise, beating the Canadiens 7-3 and then the New Jersey Devils 4-2. All right, we're off to a roll with our goalies, and then we finally lose a game. We're now 4-1. Okay, we get Cody Sweat back, and we're gonna throw him in where Kiefer Sherwood was, because we want him developing. And all right, let's continue on. DuPont has 9 points in 6 games. Jeez. All right, well, I guess that contract worked wonders for him. My God, we're still winning. All right, I guess our goaltending tandem is just perfect. 7-3 to start. Not what I was expecting. Also, how does LA and Pittsburgh only have 2 points? When the tenders fall off. Oh yeah, when the tenders fall off, we're absolutely pretenders. But apparently, in our first month, in our first 10 games, we're 7-3. Wait, oh my God, Wade Tuzolino's got 10 goals in 10 games. What is going on? What is actually going on right now? Hold on. Oh, I got nothing. DuPont's got 13 and 10. Teravainen's got 12 and 10. Misa's 10 and 10. Oh my God. Oh my God, what a start. Oh, but we just lost a potential on Wade Tuzolino. Okay. Yes, DuPont is a franchise defenseman, as you can see right there. But, yeah, apparently, a good thing we're only paying him $3.1 million. But, yeah, Tuzolino might just be having a career year here while looking questionable at best. Vasilyev is going to drop off here very soon, too. I know that's coming, so. All right. Oh, my goodness. What a crazy start. The question is, do we continue that or not? What's going to happen? So we'll go up to the 11th. That's the date that we set for our scouting. And we lose Mikhail Savan. But we continue to win 7-0 against the Carolina Hurricanes. All right. 4-3 against Columbus. And we're just winning. We're just winning this year. There is no other way to put it. We are simply just winning. I guess it was the line swap or something. I don't know. I don't know what did it, but I think that has to be what did it. Is that switching our lines around actually worked? Holy moly! What a start it was. Oh no, I definitely backed out in the wrong spot. All right, hold on. Pause it up. There we go. All right. So we are currently 10-4. Make it 10-5, but my God, Wade Tuzolino is the most polarizing player on our entire team. What is going on right now? Okay, ooh, okay. Keaton Callahan's a power forward. That's interesting. Bedrich Rabas, that's such a good name. He's a sniper. But who knows where we're actually going to pick this year. Also, how's the goaltending? Is there a good goalie? 37, that's pretty high. Mario St. Louis, that's a great name as well. Potentially related to Martin St. Louis. You never know. But yeah, what an insane start for the Growlers this year. This is just something else. All right. What are the odds that 19 points or 11 goals in 15 games is probably got to have Tuzolino right near the top of the league. Ooh, DuPont's also 19 and 15. You love to see that. All right. Never mind. Cole Eiserman has 23 goals in 15 games. All right. Well, we are officially on 50 watch for how many goals Cole Eiserman can score. Oh my God. Sorry. Chucko is a rookie and has 13 goals and 16 points in 16 games. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. How good would we be if we had a Steven Chucko on our team right now? Like, honestly, how good would we be? That's a great question, I think. All right, how about Demon? Ooh, Hughes is right there. Okay, that kind of makes sense, though. And Zeev Boyum's actually doing really well, too. Man, he looks nice with it. I wonder what gold X Factor DuPont will get. I kind of get the feeling it's going to be like either Send It or Wheels or something like that. We'll have to wait and see. But let's get back to the scouting. Calder and Rocket, that's crazy. Jeez, Real Divinity, that's actually insane. Are you playing 23 then, or 24, or what year are you playing? I'm interested. Also, how about our scouting efficiencies? That is so nice. How did you even get Bedard on your... Or, oh, is this... Oh, this is... Okay, so Bedard is not on your team. Sorry, I thought you had him on your team. I was like, huh? What? How? Like, that's what just threw me in a loop. He was in Chicago. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was just so confused for a second. Like, how did you get Bedard on Quebec? Because, like, I know I did in 22, I think. We got Bedard in Chicago, which was actually insane, but flipping power went out again. Oh man, Peaceful, your timing's hilarious. I mean, it might not even matter this year. We'll have to see. Like, I don't think it's even gonna matter, Peaceful, if I'm being completely honest. Like, hold on, what is going on? Why is the chat not updating? There we go. Moving along, but yeah, well, I don't think it's going to matter because our team is actually winning this year. All good, Peaceful. You type fast, right? Ooh, okay, yeah, that's pretty nice. Ooh. That was indeed my neck. I can't tell you. Maybe you had a bad English teacher, Peaceful. That's all I can say. No, it's obviously just typos as far as you're typing very fast, so I wouldn't worry about it. All right. I mean, I had a pretty I had a pretty questionable English teacher too when I was in grade school, but at the same time, once I... Why are all English teachers the same person? Yeah. Think about it from this perspective though, because once I got to college and I started taking I took 2 additional English classes that were just part of my degree when I was at business school. And they were both like professional writing classes, right? So you're like learning how to write like a business professional. 2 of my highest grades in my entire degree. Like I literally had like an 89 and a 93 in those 2 classes. Like, what? Like, and I fully credit my mean English teacher in high school because she's the reason why I actually learned all the structure to writing and everything else that I was like, oh, I'm never going to need this. This is stupid. Why does she grade us so hard on this? And then I went and wrote for other people, and it was like, oh, they actually like my writing. Whoa. Like, but that's what can happen if you actually, grind through it. It is worth it at the end of the day because you never know when you're actually going to need to be able to write properly. And yeah. All right. I went way too far. She's also a Leafs fan, explains a lot. Jesus. All right. I would really love this year if we managed to get another like low elite later round draft steal. That would be great because we haven't had one of those in, I swear, 5 drafts, maybe 6 drafts now. Like a 70 plus rated forward that's a little bit later on. Like we have not had one of those picks in a long time, and it would be very nice to see one. I mean, I could crank the draft class higher. Also, what do you guys think about here's a new idea, like it's a way to play franchise mode. I've heard multiple people talk about doing this before, but what do you guys think about doing a year to year setting rotation as far as at least draft class quality goes? What do you guys think about that? Do you think it would be worth it to one year you bump the generated prospect quality, draft class quality to high, another year you drop it to low, another year it stays medium, and you just use a random like 1 through 3 spinner? You do that? Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that would be a good idea for this. What do you guys think about that? Like, I think that could be fun. That'd be cool. All right, so at the start of every episode, I guess, from like now on, because we'll start at next live stream, I think is fair, but yeah, at the start, I'll just do a random spinner. It adds another, yeah, exactly. So one year you're going to have a crazy good draft class. The next is going to be mid. The year after that, it'll be really good again. Like, you don't know, right? It randomizes it. Power went out again. No worries, Peaceful. We were just talking about adding a random rotation of low, medium, and high draft class and generated prospect quality in. So then by doing that, it just completely changes around every year. We could also do 2 spinners just to even just to add another layer to it. We could do 2 spinners, so we do 1 for draft class quality and then we do 1 for generated prospect quality. So you could have a really high draft class quality as far as you're going to have tons of super high potential players, but then if you do low prospect quality, it means they're all going to be low rated. So like it could change year to year kind of thing. What do you guys think about that? Like that just adds even more. Such a good idea. Yeah, all right. I think that would really be... Oh, shoot, we forgot to change Levshinov to captain this year. You know what? Screw it. If it's the final blow to Vasilyev this year, then... but yeah, that spin idea, yeah, we'll do that. All right. So we'll start that next live stream. But it's time. It's time. There's no other way to go about it. It's time. Bada bing, bada boom. Morale is horrendous, but that's okay. I think that's fair, if I'm being completely honest. Like, Levshinov has deserved to have the C for a while now, and I don't feel bad about it at this point. So, all right, let's sim up to the end of this month, and then we will hit December, rip through all of that, and then, yeah, continue from there. All right, should be a good year for rookies this year. We'll see about that. Isaiah Kuiper. Alright, he gets injured. Also, how many players have we had that just have not developed at all? Like, there have been quite a few guys where it's like, okay, we get a medium elite, and we're like, great, he's looking good, he's going to be a good player, and then just never develops. It's like, awesome, thank you. DuPont's kind of dropped his pace a little bit. That's okay, though. Can't really complain about it all that much. Holloway's looking fabulous. And, like, I know Tuzolino's top 6 now, but he is scoring at such a pace that I'm not shocked by it, but I'm just looking at it going, nice. Nice, that's it. Like, were there any rules surrounding the coaches you hired? Nope, no rules with the coaches. I think adding that would just make it really tough. Not really peaceful, just because they're like such similar players in my opinion. When I look at it, I go, yeah, okay, they're both great players, but I just don't see the need for them to play on the same pairing. They'd probably get either, well, one, they'd score a lot, but then they'd probably get scored on a lot too. So that's kind of my logic behind it. I don't know if it's the best logical system ever, but we are going to stick with it because I don't want to have to deal with an offensive pairing that scores 100 points each, but then is like a minus 40. Like it just doesn't make sense to do that, especially when we can spread out the love a little bit and end up with a much better scoring group like this. But yeah, we're going to just keep this as is for now. I'm quite, you know what? We paid DuPont. What do you guys think about putting DuPont back up on the top pairing? Like, I don't think that's a bad idea. Like, now that we've paid him, I genuinely think it probably would be worth it to put him back up. And, alright, as we continue on here, what are you guys thinking? DuPont top pairing or not? Like, we have top pair defensemen now at this point, which is actually really nice. And, alright, simulate up that next day. We're starting to drop off. I mean, somehow we're still second in our division, but to be fair, we're only 9 points back of bottom place in our division as well, which seems a little absurd. So, alright, let's see if we continue winning or losing or what happens. Looks like we're going to go 50-50 right down the middle kind of thing, which, you know what, that's fine with me. If we make the playoffs, fine with me. Like, I would actually be okay with that this year because our team has been so close now for a little while that it kind of feels like, you know what, maybe this is the year that we actually make the playoffs. Valaquete is actually growing quite nicely. He's scoring like crazy in the AHL, so we'll have to see if that continues. Cody Sweat has barely grown at all. Meanwhile, we've gotten decent growth out of Jesper Arvidsson, and Pat Archer's looking pretty solid too. Better than last year. Maybe not. He's kind of on the same pace as last year. And, alright, how are these lines doing? 22, 27 for Misa, and 22 for Healy. You know what? 22 for Healy is pretty good, actually. 24 for Teravainen, or 24 for Tuzolino, 23 for Teravainen, 27 for Belchets. I'm really waiting for Belchets to actually pass 90 overall. I think that's very much going to happen here. But no word for you guys on, as far as should Levshinov play second pairing or not. Because, I mean, DuPont is scoring more. Not a lot more, but a bit more. And Holloway's just not really scoring this year. I mean, he's kind of scoring. It's not bad. But, how about Ralph Delmore finally getting his act together and putting up above 900 save percentage? Hey, how about that? Took him till he was 25, but you know what? If Sanchez continues on his route, he's going to be like an 87, 88 rated goalie by next year. It's going to be great. All right. So as we continue a little further, we lose Jay Swanson, but we're still winning games. We're top of the division now. Let's go. Keep winning, boys. Let's go. Oh, and then I say keep winning, we immediately lose. Yeah. Lev switch spots. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Should we switch him or not? Because I think he's good, but he's not as good as DuPont at this point. You suggest no. Okay. All right, I'm down for that. I wanted to know what you guys were thinking, because I was thinking maybe, but yeah, just let DuPont cook. You know, he's 32 and 34. Let him cook. He's doing fine. And all right, Timonen was fine. Arvidsson was fine. And we're not trading Zamula. That's 2 of our top 6 defense. Like, what? What kind of a trade would that even be? Oh, yeah, let's just obliterate our defensive pairings. That's a great idea. Ooh, okay, so we actually lost some games here heading into January now. We're 20, 15, and 2. So still a winning record. 42 points is not bad. We're... Holy Pittsburgh. 15 points for the Penguins. They've lost 28 of 37 games. I think I know who's winning the lottery this year. I have a high suspicion of who it's going to be. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. But Solomon Lamb is a two-way forward, so that's an interesting player this year. Hrabas is moving up the draft. He actually looks really good, so that's going to be another scorer that we just definitely have no shot at. And Flynn looks actually really good as a power forward, too, so keep an eye on those guys. We don't know exactly how it's going to pan out yet, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, any potentials at all? Yeah, there's a few. There's a few in there. Tuomo Tarvainen, I think we were looking at him last year and he didn't get drafted, so keep an eye on those two. They're both actually in the top 200, which is nice. Veshy also looks okay, and then that's probably it for now. Vinehandel, we're not going to touch. Bazina, not going to touch either. We just don't need to. All right. Okay, so honestly, we're cooking. We're cooking. We're doing far better than we have in any previous season, really. And we'll probably just miss the playoffs again simply based on goaltending and lack of certain positional needs. But let's continue on here. And all right, we're just on our slide now. We've lost Teravainen, and we win games without Teravainen, apparently. Maybe, maybe not. All right, now we're sliding. All right, here we go. That's kind of what I was waiting for. I was wondering how long it was going to take, but it has taken now, and we're starting to slide. And I don't know why. Yeah, I was like, why have I not played Pentikainen in the lineup? Now he's in the lineup. He should have been in the lineup the whole time, but that was my bad. So who's got better face-offs? Pentikainen's got 77 face-offs, which is actually pretty solid. Raimo Timonen's looking okay, 17 points so far. He's on pace to just beat his previous year's scoring pace, which is good. 36 and 40, or so 37 and 41, not bad from me. Vasilyev. Misa's looking really good, 42 and 41. I think he leads the team. 31 and 41 for Healy's not bad, but it's not great. Tuzolino has slowed down quite a bit, but he's looking a lot better than last year. I think he's already passed he passed his point total from last year, which is crazy. And then Teravainen's actually on a really good pace this year, too. He's not scoring quite as much because, Belchets just puts a ton of pucks in the net, but we'll take it. Also, for the defense here, Here's what we're looking at. 17 points for Holloway, not bad. 26 for Levshinov, so he's on pace for just over 50 points this year. And then DuPont's on pace for over 70 this year, so that's, yeah, he's having a really good year, I would have to say. So yeah, we'll keep that as is. Things seem to be working. Guess what? Something happened? What happened, Peaceful? What happened? Is there... Hold on. Is this NHL related or what's going on? What's going on? I'm interested. Tell me. Did your power go out again? Or... yeah, there it is. Okay, I guess I could have predicted that. Oh, man. Poor Peaceful. You just can't even watch the stream. Just getting power outages left, right, and center. Man. Oh, man. All right, well, we're starting to slide now. Pittsburgh's fired their coach. That makes sense. And have I slid right past our scouting date again? I've got to be close at this point. Yeah, I did. Go figure. It just every time I slide past the scouting date. I don't understand how I do it, but I do it. So I'm not meant to watch? No, stick around if you can, Peaceful. I mean, if you can't, fair enough, but like... yeah. Somebody just boop, 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 boop. Yeah, just... yeah, I could totally picture that. Oh, man, that's too funny. That's really funny. All right. Also, how's the stream looking on your guys' end? Everything's working properly? I know we're like an hour and a half in now, but I just want to make sure nobody's missing anything, apart from, of course, Peaceful, because his breaker trips all the time and his power goes on and off. But... all right, we'll go up to end of May, kind of middle of May with the scouting. All right, so May 15th is the cutoff date. Stream's looking good. Beautiful. Hope that guy steps on a lot of logos tonight. Gets beaten up. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. All right. I am praying we get a draft steal this year. We really need just some kind of depth forward. Some kind of player that's like two-way forward, playmaker, sniper, any kind of low elite that's actually going to add to our team within 1 year kind of thing. I would love that. I would love that. That would be great. And, you know, for Pat Archer, he hasn't been bad. He hasn't been bad yet, but he also hasn't made the impact I was kind of hoping for, because we're in year 2 of Pat Archer now being drafted, and yeah. See, there's always a bright side to it. 7-game win streak to start. So they were 1-1-1, and then they won 7 games. That's crazy. Yeah, that's nice. You gotta love those early season win streaks that then still just provide a perfect tank at the end of the year. Exactly like what we're doing. So... Not that we're tanking. Not that we're tanking. Our team's trying to win, obviously. We're very much in cup contention at this point in the season. But, you know what? We'll see what happens. You never know what's going to happen year to year. Also, how's St. Louis looking? Yeah, he's going to be mid. He'll probably only be a starter. All right. And, yeah, pick 90. This is why we got 4 scouts in most of our Canadian regions, the Q being the only one that we don't have 4 scouts in, because we have just enough to get all the scouting done. Or, you know, 90+% of it kind of thing, right? So... Power went out again. You can't talk about Toronto. The Toronto slander is what's getting it done. If you talk slander about Toronto, your power goes out. There's got to be a Leafs fan on the other side of the wall just flipping the breaker every time they hear you type something or they see you type something about the Leafs. They're just like, no, got him again. Power's off. Alright, I guess we'll go up to May 16th because I kind of messed up my dates. Let's chillax. You know what? Probably a fair statement, though. Also, 4 OHL scouts is a little bit absurd. That's the thing. Peaceful doesn't know why his power is going out. Nobody really knows. Except for the one person tripping the breaker constantly. Alright, how many wins do you guys think we're going to finish with this season? I would love to see that. Somebody's going to get it close or get it right. What's the total wins? Also, actually, I'll show you guys what we're at first before we do that. 32? Alright, alright. That's not a bad prediction at all. I'm going to say 36, but, like, not enough to make the playoffs 36. Like, we'll see. We'll see. Nobody really knows. This team could just go on a crazy win streak, or this team could go on an insane losing streak. We're really Jekyll and Hyde right now, if I'm being completely honest, so. "32 wins is the expert prediction. Anybody else? Anybody else? My next question, how many wins does Pittsburgh get? 8? Like, I'm going to say very few, probably pushing not even double digits. Okay, no, they've got 9. All right. So Pittsburgh will probably end the season with like 16 wins. We already have 23, so I think 36 is a pretty fair prediction. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, our team has played way better than expected up to this point. And let him cook. Let him cook. Let's see if this team can push their way back into the playoff spot or not. I honestly don't know if we can do it or not, but also, how does Zykov have 30 points and just isn't growing? I love that. I love that. It's great. It's great. Yeah. All right. Sanchez now has 25 wins and 3 shutouts. Yeah, he's having a good year. He's having a real good year. Pat Archer, only 30 points. Well, 30 points in 44 games. Not bad. He did get injured, obviously. And do we have any growth in the team? It's literally just Michael Misa. Okay. That's fine, I guess. It's fine. Oh, man. Alright. Let him cook. Alright, there we go. Let him cook. Come on. Oh, I thought we were going to lose to the Penguins. I'm like, if we manage to lose to Pittsburgh, I'm going to laugh so hard. Alright, so we are up to the beginning of February. Currently, well, let's go check out all the ratings. We're pretty much exactly 500 with a 25-25 record, give or take. And ranking-wise, as far as the overall league goes, we are 21st place. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. We'll take it. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, just stinks. They are just utter garbage right now. Considering they have some decent players too. Hermanson, Vorobyov, Tayutin. Like, that's not a bad first line. I think they're just missing a ton of depth, and Sorokin's probably just not having a good year either. Winnipeg's at the top of the league with San Jose very close behind them. Literally same exact points total, but all right, for the total scoring on our team this year, Landon DuPont is actually third in scoring with 42 and 50. Vasiliev also 42 and 50. Tuzolino's kind of come back to earth a little bit after his ridiculous start. Levshinov's got 36, 35 points, so he's on pace for probably right around the same as he did last year. Sanchez, yes sir, he's looking good. But apart from that, Holloway's having a bit of a down year considering how last year went for him. He was very good last year, so we'll see if he continues his improvements or not. He will have to go on a bit of a streak here to get that rolling. And then Delmore's got 20 wins, which is insane. 5 wins for Barrett is actually better than I was expecting as well. And then, all right, let's go take a quick peek at the total scoring for the league as far as just top scorers go. Eichel's right at the top again because he just gets to feed Cole Eiserman the puck all the time. That's insane. I can't believe Cole Eiserman turned out that well as a 10th overall pick. Like, that's just crazy. Like, he's got way more goals than pretty much everybody else. That's just insane. Chucko is, oh my god, Chucko was actually the pick, even though, hey, look at Carter Nesbitt. He looks really good in Boston, too. Oh, man, that would have been nice. That would have been real nice. Also, Paul Boos looks really good, too. We probably should have drafted him, but hey, Marco Järvenen's got 24 points. Apparently, yeah. I'm a little confused on why, but you know what? Whatever. All right. As far as defensemen go, DuPont is 5th in D scoring as a 22-year-old, which is what we like to see. He's only behind some much more grizzled veterans for scoring, and he's ahead of guys like Bouchard and Boquist, even Lane Hudson, too. Or, sorry, that's Lars Hudson. Never mind. I don't even know where Lane Hudson's at. But yeah, we're getting some pretty decent scoring this year, I gotta say. All right, let's continue on here. Yeah, yes, X-Brick. Yes, you do. You've seen how good Landon DuPont can become, even if he isn't great right out of the draft. If he is great right out of the draft, my God, look out NHL. But even if he isn't, why wouldn't you? He looks great. All right, let's continue the sim. And we're going up to, yeah, we're just going right to the end of the season. We lose Weston Holloway again and start winning games. That makes sense, right? In what way? What? Like, how? Okay. I don't understand our team. We are so, like, win a game 6-0, then lose the next game 4-3, and then, like, what? It just does not add up. The math is not mathing. Also, 47 points already for DuPont. Looking very good. That's kind of where we wanted him to be at. And nobody else is growing. Okay, so let's just... Alright, we're at 29 wins now. Not bad. And make it 30, make it 31, make it 32. Boom, we're at 32 before the trade deadline. That's kind of impressive, actually. I did not think we were going to be anywhere near that range, but we have now jumped Buffalo when we were just competing with the Tampa Bay Lightning a few days before that. Third line needs to be a bit better and more consistent for winning. Yeah, and I think we need actual goaltending too. That might also help. Also, how about 44 goals for Ethan Belchetz? Obviously, he's not catching Cole Eiserman, but you never know. He might be a little bit closer than we realize. And, oh yeah, he's a little bit closer than we realized, so we'll take it. Chucko's insane, man. Steven Chucko is literally just an insanely good player. That's all I can say. Yeah, Belchetz went on a tear. You were correct. Do we call him Belchy? That's a great nickname, actually, Belchy. Also, what are the odds a 25-year-old Marco Järvenen catches any of these guys? That would be funny. He might catch Lapierre. We'll have to wait and see. But as far as winning numbers go, like, Delmore's in there. He's not doing bad. And then, of course, DuPont has now been surpassed by Bouchard, but Bouchard's got games. Like, DuPont has games in hand on Bouchard. And I bet you we are sitting about 19th now in the standings. That would be my bet, but we'll have to wait and see. How are the Huskies? You know what? We're not even going to worry about the Huskies right now. Mainly because it doesn't matter. Okay, we're still 21st. You know what? Fine. Let's go look at the Huskies, see how they look. And they are top of the league again. Are they? Maybe. No, they're close. They're third. All right. So yeah, Halifax is looking nice with it. Got no doubts, no complaints with that team. 42-20. That's insane. All right, and only 2 pity points there, which isn't bad. How are the progress reports looking? Do we got any substantial growth? Ooh, Michael Misa at 90 is pretty substantial growth. We'll take that. But yeah, nothing super crazy here as far as the NHL goes. All right, what about the AHL? Strudwick's looking okay. Goudreau's looking okay. Not a lot. I'm a little disappointed with that, honestly. Like, Houston even just hasn't really grown much. Kyler Denny's looking like a better prospect than most of our guys right now, which is crazy. Sakura's is looking okay. And, okay, all right. How about Cole Rogers? Apart from him being injured, 75 overall. He's going to get there. He's going to be fine. Pat Archer, I'm a little disappointed in, if I'm being completely honest. Also, I don't know how Sanchez is 81 but has no growth stats at all. Only 39 points for Ivan Zykov is probably not the best. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Michael Misa is himsa. Yes, are we just talking like Jar Jar Binks now? Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, that was a little mean actually, but all right, we'll get past the trade deadline here and see what our team does heading into the final stretch of the season. Obviously, there's no chance whatsoever that we're actually going to catch. You named it a title, fan favorite. Oh, he absolutely is. He's going to be great. I knew Misa was going to be good, but we'll see what our team can do. All right, Draft Demidov second behind Celebrini. He has 735 and 738. That's sweet. That is really sweet, Dodge. I wish we could get players like that all the time that are just like point per game steady through their entire careers. All right, now we're on a winning tear. We've won 2 games here. Not bad, not bad. And anything else going on that's actually interesting or exciting? No? Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, and all right, now we get to actually take a peek at the draft class this year, and there's, of course, no franchise players because when Travis was actually getting bumped up, where it was saying he could be a #1 pick, it was like, yeah, okay, he's not going to be that good. Oleg Bobrovsky looks pretty solid, actually. I'm kind of surprised how good he looks. And yeah, we're not gonna get Travis. That's just simple as that. Just not gonna happen probably. Letavari or Letavuri, however you say his name, looks really good. And we actually have a grinder draft steal this year. That's a fun one. Okay. And we have low elites this year. Thank goodness. There's been a severe lack of low elites over the last few drafts. Celios might be okay. Yakupov's probably not going to be great. Veshy, yeah, we'll have to wait and see again. I don't know. I don't know how good or bad these guys are going to be yet. We'll give it some time, though. Honestly, Bobrovsky would be a pretty sweet kind of bottom 6 addition, but we'll have to wait and see. There's a gem there in, hey, Brendan Gallagher. But he's 6'1". What do you know? That might be a player worth drafting. And a gem on Tarvinen. We're not taking him. Ugh, Boynton's a starter. That's not great. Yeah, we're going to probably get Brendan Gallagher. That would be great. And tons of top 9 talent. Holy moly. That's actually kind of insane. Yeesh. Riley's in the game again. Yes, sir. You know he is. All right. Ooh, yes, we get Cole Rogers back. Perfect. Perfecto. All right. Put him in right there. 75 overall. Beautiful. That's what we like. And just no growth. No growth in spite of a good year this year. It's just too bad. I was really hoping for something better. But, all right. As we continue on here, we got 78 points. We're up to 80 points now. We lose Marco Järvinen. And Noel Millman apparently is healthy again. I didn't know he was injured. Are we going to make the playoffs? We're going to be darn close to making the playoffs here. We've got 41 wins. My goodness, we're in a playoff race here. We have 4 games left. We're in a playoff race. Hold on a moment. Could we make the playoffs? It's a slim chance. But could we? Potentially. There is a chance. Whereas the Rangers are probably out of it with 84 points. All right. It comes down to the... Oh, my God. Michael Meese has just gone off, man. He has been so good this season as a... Well, really a number 2 center. Ooh, Levshunov up to 66 points. Let's go. New career high. He just had... Like, he just put the team on his back. It was like, okay, guys, let's go. That's awesome. How about 141 penalty minutes for Aiden Healy and 20 fights. It's fight night here with Aiden Healy. That's absurd. Oh, he's dropped to top 6 as well. That's actually kind of sad. I thought he was, like, he's having a good year this year. I don't know why he dropped to top 6, but you know what? You win some, you lose some, right? And apparently we're losing quite a few right now with our guys, so yeah. DuPont's got 59, which is very nice. That's much better than last year. He might even break double-digit goals this year in his 3rd year in the league, which would be great. And Vasilyev has broken 100 shots. 7.9 shooting percentage is pretty slim. And 66 points is better than last year, at least. Is it the best ever? Nope. No way. No way. All right, so we got 5 games left here. Do you guys think we're going to make the playoffs or not? What do you think is going to happen here? Because we could. There's a slim chance. All right, and currently we sit... We're currently 17th in the league. Slim Jim chance, yes sir. Yes sir, but you never know. Slim Jims snap sometimes. All right, you know what? Let's just advance day by day. See what happens here. And should be good. All right, Islanders we win against. All right, we're in it. We're definitely in it. All right, Calgary Flames. We get Marco Järvinen back. That's good. That will be crazy if we do. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. That would be insane. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Misa's just having a year this year. It's great. It's really what we were waiting to see. All right, and we lose to the Flames. Ooh, that's tough. That's really tough. I don't know if we're making that up. We got 3 games left. We got to win all 3 games. The other 2 teams above us need to lose all 3 games. We win 1. All right, we're in it. We're in it. Come on. Come on, boys. 93 points, 94 points is what we're going to need more than likely. We got the Penguins, so 43 points, absolutely worst team in the league. We have more than double their points. And is it going to matter or are we going to lose? And we are going to win. Okay, we are in it. Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, okay, let's simulate up to here. And are we out? No, we are not out. Oh, my God. Oh. Okay, this has gotten stressful all of a sudden. I need a drink of water first. Are we actually going to make the playoffs? It's going to be close, man. It's going to be really close. Michael Misa's got 87 points. And my nose has just started running immensely, or just aggressively. So I'm probably going to have to go blow my nose and pop a Reactin, because that's just... Oh, high stress, right? All right, I'll be right back, guys. Oh, there we are. All right. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. There we go. We had the tiebreaker. We could have an OT loss and still get it. Yeah, that's the thing is, well, it's regulation wins, right? So we don't have the tiebreaker just yet. Oh, Nigel's in here and now he's out. Okay, goodbye, Nigel. All right, so yeah, regulation wins is the tiebreaker. We'll see what happens here. All right, we're jumping into it. We're simulating this one. So here we go. Our season hopes hinge on this game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. We simply have to beat them outright, and the Ottawa Senators have to lose outright. First period, 2-1. Let's go. Goals from, of course, Austin Stashius, but also Ethan Belchetz and Eric Robinson. Not a bad first period. All right. Second period. Oh, it's still 2-1. Let's go. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Power play. You have to score. Oh, you have to score there. Oh, my God. Pray into the hockey gods. Come on. Come on, Newfoundland. Are we actually going to make it in year 8? Let's go. Oh, goodness. That was a Toronto power play that didn't convert. And, come on. A minute left. Let's go. Let's go. I think we're going to make the play. I think we're going to make the playoffs. I don't know for certain, but we should have the best chance. We have the best chance to make the playoffs. Now, Delmore with a 961. Oh, my God. And we are, well, we could be in. We could be in. We have to wait for the Senators game to finish. We have completed our what? Our end of the bargain? We have, exactly. All we have to do now is wait and see. You're scared, Real Divinity? Why? Why? That we were not going to make it by 1 point? I mean, regardless, this season has been a success. Let's just see how good the Sens look. Holy shit. Okay, well, Jesus Christ. Oh, and they have, well, they're missing Robble, so maybe that makes a difference, but Vejmelk is playing really decent right now. Okay. Okay, here we go. Last day, we advance, and... Okay, we're not done yet. Roach was that number 2 guy. Yes, he was number 2 behind Holloway. I'm dying right now. I don't know why my nose is just going like crazy, but it is, so... Ugh. I apologize, guys. My seasonal allergies are just making every single part of my face run right now, which feels great. And alright, is it it? Is this it? Sorry? Do we make it? Or do we not? And we make it. We make it. Let's go. I think we had the tiebreaker. Ottawa lost 3-2 in overtime. I'm pretty certain they lost in overtime. That had to have been the score. Let's go. Let's go. We just made it. So we are into the playoffs. This is a whole different episode now. Let's go. Oh my goodness. The 12th best record in the league, Ottawa Senators, missed the playoffs over the Newfoundland Growlers, and we beat them out on regulation wins by 1. By 1. Let's go. How is it possible? Ralph Delmore, baby. Ralph Delmore has made it possible. Our first ever second round pick has gotten it done. So let's frickin' go. We made it. We're at least in round 1 somehow. I don't know how we've done it, but we've done it. Oh my goodness. The Newfoundland Growlers actually just made the playoffs. Our little kids are all grown up. Look at all of our draft picks. They finally made it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to get sentimental at all. We're probably going to get absolutely squashed in the first round. Belchet's had a great year. 59 goals. Finally 90 overall. Yeah, my man can put the puck in the net. Also, how about Artyom Levshunov with a 71-point season? Let's go. Landon Dupont scores 65 and looks amazing. Vasilyev scores, yet again, you guessed it, 69 points. We should really just give him number 69 at this point. Like, why wouldn't we? Timonen had 37 points. That's a heck of a year from him. He did really well. Literally, like, he just keeps scoring that. Like, look at how many times Oleg Vasilyev has scored 69 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has scored 69 points 4 separate times in his career. We don't need a 100-point scorer necessarily. We have some really good players, but it just comes down to who we match up against, really. So let's take a look. It's more than likely going to be the Detroit Red Wings with 109 points, but we might get the Washington Capitals though too, who just came off of the Stanley Cup Finals victory. And it is going to be the Capitals. Ugh. All right. Well, that kind of stings. Yeah, Washington's going to be really good. They're going to be really good. They were the top team in the league, weren't they? Yeah, we get the President's Trophy winners. Oh, my God. I apologize, guys. I'm just so congested right now. Regardless, Pittsburgh finishes on one end of the spectrum for the league, and the Washington Capitals finish on the exact opposite spectrum of the standings. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. All right, well, here we go. We have got the Washington Capitals in round 1 of the playoffs. So first off, here's our lines. Here's what we're playing with. We're playing with a team that has way overachieved what anybody expected. And we're going to keep our lines as is, I think, for at least game 1 and 2. Maybe even 3. We'll see. And then, yeah, we got this crazy man, Ralph Delmore, in net. That the last time he played in the playoffs would have been Halifax in 26-27. We're in 2031 now. He has not seen... Ralph Delmore has not seen playoff hockey in 6 years. Maybe 5, but still. That's absurd. Oh my god. This is going to be something. I don't even know how it's going to go, but this is going to be something. My goodness. You know what? We might just have a playoff team on our hands. I don't know. I don't know how this team's going to play, but we're going to take it. Whatever happens, happens. And we're not even really good at... Well, okay. First off, let me go through and actually show you guys the rest of the standings, show you where all the teams finished, show you all that stuff, because I just didn't really do that. But yeah, here's the standings for... Somehow Tampa Bay finished bottom of the league. Don't ask me how. Or bottom of our division, which is crazy. Just an insane season. We somehow finished 11th. Don't ask me how. But we do. And the Penguins are the worst team in the entire league. Crazy. That's just crazy to me. But I don't know. That's how our season went. We had some very good defensive scorers this year. As far as our top forwards go, Michael Misa puts up a drafted player high 87 points. Previous record held by Oleg Vasilyev with 84. So yeah, as a 5th overall pick, Misa looks real nice, I have to say. Got no issues with how he's played this year. And we got some decent depth scoring overall. Like, I'm not upset with how those guys played by any stretch of the imagination. And then you look at, minus the Holloway injury, our defense played really well all season long. And again, no complaints. Ralph Delmore somehow manages to pull off 35 wins this season in spite of his .896 save percentage. And Tristan Barrett puts up another plus 900 save percentage in the NHL, which is awesome. That's what we like to see. So 2 fringe goalies somehow are getting the job done. Don't ask me how, but they are. And for the best players in the league this year, yet again, Jack Eichel leads the scoring title as a 34-year-old now, which is crazy. Jack Hughes looks amazing. Cole Eiserman puts up a crazy year. Connor Bedard also scores 60-plus goals. And then we only had a few other 100-point scorers this year. So yeah, Eichel was really an anomaly this year. So yeah, very interesting there. As far as your best goal scorers go, Belchet's is 3rd behind none other than Connor Bedard and Cole Eiserman. So honestly, fair though. Like, Belchet's has been great. He's been such a good goal scorer for us that, yeah, I got nothing to complain about with him. Johnny Gaudreau's still around and kicking. You like to see that. Joey Evans looks amazing, man. I wish we had managed to pick him up. That would have been great. Will Smith looks really good. Steve Chucko, man, 46 goals. That's crazy. As a rookie, too, no less, right? So he probably led all rookies in scoring. I wouldn't be surprised. He did indeed. But Järvinen put up a 33-point season to get on that list, which is really good considering the other qualities of talent that were available here. And then as far as goalies go, Jeremy Swayman somehow manages to win 40 games, but Delmore's on that top 10, 11 list, which is crazy. And then finally, we got Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar right at the top there. Levchinov finishes 4th in defensive scoring. DuPont finishes 5th. That's awesome. You'd love to see that from your top 2 guys. Yeah, that was just an awesome season for our team. All right, let's go look at the AHL here, and Hannu Matanen is the top scorer, the guy that we didn't take 13th overall. Ooh, yeah, that might have been a mess up, but you know what? It is what it is. We made our decisions. I'm not going back on them at this point, and yeah, all right, that's how it goes. Cole McKinney looking really good down there. Also, here's this Phaneuf guy I forgot about. He looks, yeah, we should have drafted Francois Phaneuf in 2027. That would have been, where did he go, 43? We took Kirka instead. Yeah, that would have been a good one. Well, you win some, you lose some. That kind of sucks, honestly. All right, best goalie was, I don't even know who this guy is. Arno Typhensee? Typhensee? I don't know how you say it, but Caden Sanchez was really good again. 41 wins. It wasn't a 923 save percentage, but it was up there for sure. And best D-man, Reinbacker's just not developed at all. Zykov was up there though too, so can't complain about him. And then the best goal scorer this year was Stu Warrener there. So yeah, some pretty solid goal scorers. I don't think we had anybody that was really putting the puck in the net this year, so that is all good. All right, let's see how the Huskies did scoring-wise. Obviously, they made the playoffs, but there's your forwards. Decent group this year, nothing crazy like some of the previous years we've had. Of course, Sanchez was our best goalie. Fanti did really well backing him up too. And then for defense, we had Zykov leading the way. Georgia's scored 40 points this year, so that's actually really good. Stéphane Gaudreau actually looks like he might develop into something. We'll see. And then Cole Rogers as well looks, Captain Canada looks amazing. So there you have it. All right. Let's go take a look at the standings here quickly. Of course, 53 points, or 53 wins, and 109 points. Halifax leads their division. There's your Pacific Division. Pretty solid overall. For the Atlantic, Springfield was probably the best team in the league. So we do get beat out there. And Rockford's going to be the best team in the league. So we're going to be behind Springfield and Rockford for sure. We're also behind Iowa and San Jose, so I just totally missed that. But you know what? 5th place, we'll take it. Not a bad record by any means. And yeah, you know what? 53 wins in the AHL is no small feat. We will absolutely take that and run with it. Okay, so now that we head into the series against the Washington Capitals, it should be a fun one, but Kirka sounded better, but yeah. Is Ben in here? All good, Ben. You know what? If you're playing golf, I totally understand. All right, so we got Belleville there in round 1. I'm not really worried about the AHL playoffs this year. We have actually made the NHL playoffs. So let's start simulating, see how it goes. We're going to take this a little slower because it's our first ever cup run, but here we go. All right, game 1 against the Washington Capitals. We start off 2-2. Teravainen and Belchet's open the scoring, but Washington comes storming right back. We get outshot by one shot in the first period. Second period, 3-2 as Jalen Chatfield scores. And as we head into the third, power play Washington does not convert. We're out shooting them pretty heavily right now. Come on, boys. Put a puck in the net. Oh, come on, Newfoundland. Let's go. Are we going to get one? I don't know if we are. There's only 6 minutes left. And brutal. Nick Suzuki buries the dagger, and we lose that one 4-2 in game 1. Belchet's puts up a 2-point night though, so can't really complain about that. All right, into game number 2 here. Again, we are taking on Washington, and first period 3-1 start. Michael Carcone opens the scoring. Mangiapane ties it up, and then Kirka and Timonen both score. We each get 8 shots on net in the first. Second period 3-2 game as Washington gets back to within 1 with a Suzuki goal, and as we head into the third, here we go. And all right, no goals yet. Let's go. Blake Lizotte gets us a goal. That's perfect. That's what we wanted to see. And another goal from Timonen. Ooh, they get one back immediately. Lapierre, that's a little too tight for comfort. Come on, boys. Oh, yeah, we know, Merrick. That's why we're doing this. That's exactly why we're doing it. But let's go. Newfoundland beats out Washington. We win game 2. 5-3. All right, so we've got an actual series on our hands now. And, ooh, that's not good. That is very not good. We lose Misa for 10 days. Oh, that was really bad timing. That was really, really bad timing. To be fair, Misa wasn't exactly playing amazing. But what we're going to do is we're going to take Timonen and throw him up on the second line now, because why not? Or we go like that. You know what? Screw it. Timonen's leading the team in scoring. Let's give him first line minutes. Why not? Yeah, exactly. Not his brain. Rattle, rattle, rattle. All right, into game 3. That was not the injury we wanted to see, but here we go. And yeah, 4-1 Washington right off the bat. Ouch. 2 goals from their rookie Martins. That hurts. Second period, 5-1. Suzuki scores. Third period, 5-2. All right. Well, Barrett was actually really good. I don't know why he was starting. He probably, I would bet that Delmore got pulled, but Raimo Timonen is the only bright spot in our entire team right now in the playoffs, being down 2-1 here. So here we go into game number 4. We're down 2-1. First period, 0-0 game. We get outshot 15-6. Second period, 1-1 game, as Vasilia finally scores, but Landeskog also scored for them. And as we head into the third, this is anybody's game. We miss a power play opportunity, but now we're starting to shoot the puck. Okay, come on, Newfoundland. More shots. More shots. Come on. You got to shoot to score. And Washington's just peppering us. My God, Delmore is putting on a performance for the ages. Let's go. Come on. If we win this game, it's a huge upset. And, all right, we head to OT. Here we go. Into overtime. I cannot believe Delmore has made this many saves already. This is crazy. They're just peppering him. Like, he's got 50-plus shots now. This is insane. I have nothing else to say. And it's over. And unfortunately, Raphael Lavoie gets the game winner with 5 minutes left in OT. But man, oh man, Ralph Delmore made 55 saves, had a .964 save percentage. Shesterkin somehow outduels him, but only had to make 33 saves. Holy moly, what a performance from Delmore. I honestly don't even feel bad that I feel bad that we lost that game, but like, wow. Delmore just put on an absolute clinic. The team should honestly feel bad in front of them that they lost that game. So, we face elimination here. First period, it's 1-0 Washington. Not great. All right, second period. Still 1-0. Great. All right, so we're going to jump in here because we got to show the Growlers in action at least once in our inaugural playoff appearance. And as cool as the alternates look, we are going to go with the aways here. And of course, we are going to run this as a coaching game only. We have 91 offense, 90 defense, 75 goaltending. They, on the other hand, have 97 offense, 90 defense, and 90 goaltending, I believe, as well. Or 89 goaltending or something like that. I just missed it. But, got to make sure the camera's set up right. So we're going to go with the broadcast view and get it set up there too. And you know what? I'm pretty certain I have commentary on. Yep, I do indeed. And we're going to turn off arena music too, because that sometimes borderline gets copyrighted. So, all right, let's throw the earbuds in and get my face cam out of the way. And then we will roll from there. And also, you guys got to let me know in the chat how good is the volume ratio, as far as, can you hear the game at all? Is it the game too loud? Is it too quiet? Let me know. So here we go. Game 5. The Growlers face elimination. We start off by winning the face-off. Up to Belchetz. He's in. Ethan Belchetz tries to go across crease, and he just couldn't make the pass. Now as Washington heads the other way, a good body check, and Levshunov picks it up, sends it up to Timonen. Timonen down the wing, looking for a pass. He centers it, it misses. Now Holloway picks it up and turns it over with a slot pass. Now Miroshnichenko coming down the other way. He hits Lavoie back to Strome. It's picked off by Levshunov, and Tuzolino resets. Now Belchet's going down the other way. He turns it over but gets it back. Finds Tuzolino. Tuzolino down the wing, looking for a pass. And, all right, beautiful. All right, now over to Lapierre. Hendrix Lapierre sends it up to Martins. Martins looking for a play. He tries to get past Levchinov. Levchinov plays the body. It bounces around in front, and that one stays out. Now Levchinov sends the pass up, sends it to Belchet's over to Tuzolino. Wade Tuzolino poked at the line. Great stick there by the Washington defender. Now centering pass here doesn't happen as Holloway throws the body just at the right time. Landon DuPont now going to pick it up and go for a skate. He's got some room. He's looking for the pass. Doesn't see it, so down the wall he comes. He sends it in deep as he kind of got held there, honestly, but no penalty on the play. Obviously, it's the playoffs. Now DuPont absolutely just gets beat, but then he recovers and gets the puck back. Now DuPont bounced off by a Washington player. Now Vasilyev down the wing finds Teravainen. Teravainen back to Vasilyev. He rips it off the Washington defender's leg, and he draws a trip. We're going to go on the power play here, and that is huge. That is exactly what we needed, was some kind of change. All right, is it too loud? I appreciate that, Real Divinity. Thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate that comment. But yes, we must score here at this point. So with how many minutes remaining now? I can't actually see on the clock. But Belchet's got 12 hits in the playoffs, and with 14 minutes remaining, the Growlers will get their first power play chance of the period. Off the faceoff goes back to Kirka, over to Levchinov, back to Vasilyev. Kirka now rips it, and a good save by Shesterkin as he saw that one without too much traffic in front. So, with the Growlers holding on, clinging to dear life in the playoffs, they look to try and tie this one up and get back in the game. Off of the face-off, Raimo Timonen is going to lose this draw and it's going to go back to Sandin. Rasmus Sandin skating down and clears this one. A good pick-off by Levchinov, though, as he jumps out of the air to get that one. Now Timonen in. Raimo Timonen back to Vasilyev. Great chance. Slot shot saved. Rebound. Belchet's one-timer. Somebody's one-timer stopped. I don't know who it was, though. I believe it was Timonen's, actually. So now Mangiapane just clears the zone. Kirka goes for the reset, sends it to Vasilyev. Vasilyev, good drop pass to Timonen. Timonen in, looking for a pass. He shoots and a good save. Shesterkin again. So great chances here on the power play, but Shesterkin stands his ground. So here's the look on the big hit there thrown by, I believe it was Sandin. Yeah, just knocking Vasilyev right off his feet. So we get the second power play units out there now. So that means DuPont and Holloway on the points. Those guys can both rip the puck. But off the face-off, they get the puck back, and now it's picked off by Healy. He wins the battle, but then loses it to McMichael and it clears the zone. We reset. Now Holloway cutting back, looking for a pass. He sends it down the wing, but nobody's there. Now Chatfield gets free, sends McMichael up to Cavasari. Cavasari goes for the dump play, and Holloway's going to have to kick this one too. It kicks out, and it's bouncing around. Dangerous play, and Delmore's going to have to hold on to this one. So good penalty killing here by the Capitals, as the second unit just really couldn't get it done. So not what we wanted to see from that. We might look to change them here quickly. But with just under a minute left, hopefully these guys can get it rolling. Off the face-off, it goes back to DuPont, and we are off to the races. So now Tuzolino heading downwind, sends it off a deke, picked off by Teravainen, over to Healy, back to Teravainen, and a great glove save, Shesterkin in the slot. My goodness, fabulous chance there. We're going to keep this unit out. That was the best chance we've had so far. Yeah, it's been pretty mid, I have to agree, but almost, yeah, Wolfslayer almost tucks one away. Now, off to Pionk, off the face-off, he looks to send it down the wall, and that's interference, but Miroshnichenko gets away with it. Now, Miroshnichenko into the slot, just missed. I think he caught a little bit of the post there, too. Now, Teravainen finds DuPont up to Holloway, and we got a odd man rush here, 3-on-2. Teravainen gets poked just at the right time, but Pionk looking to get rid of it. He sends it down, and Landon DuPont picks it up. Now over to Tuzolino. Tuzolino beats his man out wide. Wade Tuzolino, centering pass over to Healy. Healy into the slot. It bounces around like crazy, and Pionk gets it out. All right, we're going to bump up the pressure here. All right, now Teravainen rips it and scores! Kari Teravainen from the high slot, and we are tied up as the Wolf Slayer might be renamed the Capital Slayer. That was a huge goal. Let's go. Brick absolutely calls it in the chat. But man, oh man, what a shot there. As Teravainen just rips it through traffic. Oh, it was a tip in front. I believe Healy actually might have scored that one. And, oh, they're giving it to Teravainen. All right, we will take it. But man, oh man, what a power play that was. And we are tied up. This is anybody's game now. Off the face-off, the Growlers will win the puck. So Zamula up to Vasilyev. Vasilyev into the slot, back to DuPont. Great glove save, Shesterkin. And that is the player you want getting the puck in that position. He just isn't quite able to finish it. But man, oh man, what a goal, what a play. And honestly, Shesterkin's played fabulous. Eagle Slayer. There's an even better one. Man, oh man. All right, off the face-off here. Zamula back to Wolf Slayer. He just can't quite score. Now back into the slot again. We're just peppering Shesterkin. Great chances, but man, oh man, the Capitals get away with one. Oh, what a hit by DuPont. Now, chance, a great save there as Delmore fights that one off with the glove. Now Teravainen, he's laid out. That was almost a dirty hit by Tukio, but Tukio gets free. Now he sends it into the slot. Cavasari picked off by Zamula, and Carconi spins back with the puck. Michael Carconi cutting away from his man, sends it to DuPont. DuPont looking for the breakout pass, can't find it, but now we send it up and we got an odd man rush. Marco Järvinen into Carconi and he scores! What a play! Michael Carconi snapping one home past Shesterkin from the slot, and our third line converts. What a play that was. Man, oh man. That is a nice goal in the playoffs, man. What a goal. I think the Washington Capitals have called a timeout, as we now have all the momentum. First lead of the game. Absolutely crazy, right? That was something else. So yeah, the Capitals do indeed call a timeout. We force the timeout, and we're going to keep it aggressive here. Like, honestly, this is broadcast review. Yes. Yeah. Do you like it, Stacks? What do you think? What do you guys think of the view? I think it's working great for what we need here. So, all right, we got our first line back out here. Teravainen wins the draw. Or sorry, not Teravainen, but Timonen wins the draw. Now Holloway looking for a pass, finds Belchets. He tries to dump it in, but it's picked off. Now Duclair cuts back, holding possession, sends it to Boqvist. Boqvist up to Tukio. Tukio coming down on the wing. Good stick by Levshinov as he's immediately pressured again. He pins it up against the wall and kicks it out. It goes back to Tukio, into Cavasari, over to Duclair. Great chance, but a good save. Either that or he missed the net. Man, oh man, what a chance for Washington. Now Duclair cutting to the slot. That shot's blocked. Good defense there, and Holloway sends this one out as Boqvist looks to dump it back in. Belchets almost gets the hit to knock it free for a breakaway. Now Washington resetting. Boqvist baits Belchets into a miss hit, and now another missed hit there by Tuzolino too. Not what we like to see, but you know what? It happens. All right, now down to Levshinov. He sends it right out into the slot. Bit of a dangerous pass, but we'll take it. Tuzolino down the wall. He's looking to beat his guy in clean. He gets bumped off the puck as he's not the fastest player, but ooh, now Teravainen gets it back. Tuzolino, good shot and a good save. Shesterkin again. Man, oh man, what a chance. It was even better than that, Vendetta. We got him for 11.325 for the next 8 years. Yeah, the DuPont contract was just fabulous, as you can see him up on the point there now. But Sandin going to get the puck off the draw, go for a rush, sends Miroshnichenko. He gets absolutely flattened at the line by Zamula. Zamula, what a pass to Healy there. Man, that was a sexy pass. All right, now Zamula again throwing the body. We love to see that. Vasilyev down the wing, looking to make a play. He cuts in. Ooh, good move. Vasilyev just couldn't quite find the pass, and he tried to do a no-looker, but couldn't quite get it. We are making the right plays, that's for sure. And yeah, I like how Zamula's playing there. That was great. Now, ooh, a great pass into Miroshnichenko. He's free, shoots the puck, and what a shot. Man, oh man, Ivan Miroshnichenko just rips that one top corner. We don't need to call the timeout, though. It's a 2-2 game now, so... Yeah, that was a sweet shot. Honestly, he got free, and I'm like, that doesn't look good. Yeah, he just snipes it past Delmore. Honestly, though, like, just rips it up over the glove. Delmore drops his glove. If he'd kept it in the same spot, would have been a save. But yeah, he just dropped his glove. I don't know why. That's 79 rated goaltending for you. Yeah, honestly, you can't let him in like that. I don't know who it was, if it was Zamula or somebody else that just missed. I think it was Zamula that missed that, unfortunately, right after we're like, oh, he made a great play. Now McMichael into Lapierre. Lapierre cutting back, looking for the pass. He's knocked off the puck and it goes way down the ice. As we're in on the forecheck here, Sandin picks it up. Now Carcone, big hit. Man, oh man, he flattened Sandin there. 3-on-2 going the other way. Zamula breaks it up with a poke check. Now Michael Carcone going to dump this puck in and chase it. We're going to get in on the forecheck, and Järvinen just missed his hit. Now Martins goes the other way. Martins finds McMichael. McMichael cutting in. Good stick. DuPont. Ooh, Martins just missed that chance right in the slot. Now Kuzmenko finds DuPont. DuPont looking for a pass. He finds Zamula. That goes to Järvinen. Järvinen, great pass up to Carcone. He dekes his man out and tries to get past the second one, and he's flattened on that play. Can't really blame him for that. He was trying to beat 3 defenders at once. Now Martin's coming down the wing. Good pass to Lapierre over to Boqvist, and Delmore just bounces that one right into his glove. Bit of a dangerous chance there on the backhand, but we will hold it with 1:20 left. Oh boy, what a game this has been. Chances at both ends, and really we're fighting for our lives, that's for sure. But as we head into this defensive zone draw, we're going to lose the draw. Back to Boqvist, his shot through traffic. Delmore holds it again. That one looked like it might have gotten redirected too. Oh baby, good chances at both ends, but Washington's definitely had the better chances as of late. So we will hold on here for the draw. You can tell it's loud in here. Now off the draw, back to Boqvist again. Strome, his pass is picked off and we knock it free. Belchet's in on Boqvist. He just can't quite get the hit with his agility. Now, oh, good pass to Miroshnichenko again. He's in but can't fire. Good defense at the last second there by, I believe that was Levshinov. That was Levshinov, our captain, potentially saving our season there with that play. Whew. Too many good chances, I have to say. Too many good chances. This is a very close game. All right, off of the face-off here. It's going to go back, and Washington gets free. Sandin down the wing. He cuts back, looking for the pass. Levshinov picks it off, and we go the other way. Oleg Vasilyev using his wheels. He comes trucking down the wing. Vasilyev, centering pass, just missed Levshinov there. All right, now it's back to Levshinov. He looks for the pass over to Teravainen. That gets free. Healy in front. Great chance. Oh, my goodness. Vasilyev was robbed. Holy moly, that was a chance and a half with 3 seconds left. That would have been crazy if we scored right there. All right, off of the face-off, it's going to go back to Washington. They kick it free, though. Belchet's looking for a pass in front. Oh, he scored, but it was after the buzzer. Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, my goodness. We could have won that game if we had had 1 extra second. Oh, man. That sucks. That one really hurt because we were right there. All right, so for your stats after 60, 37 shots to 27 for the Growlers. More hits, more time on attack, worse passing percentage because we're making more plays, and less face-offs, and no penalties, actually, which is very impressive, very disciplined for our team. So here we go into overtime. This could decide our season, or it could continue our season. Let's see what happens here with the Growlers. So, off the face-off here to start OT, and Timonen's going to win it. It goes back to Holloway, and Holloway sends it up to Tuzolino into Timonen. Timonen looking for a play. He cuts back. Centering pass. He gets the shot through. It ricochets around, and Tuzolino finds it pinned to the boards there. Now Tuzolino's board pin gets free. Oh, Belchet's just flattened his man, but odd man rush going the other way now. Miroshnichenko trying to get past Holloway. He gets a shot off. Rebound, kicks free. Didn't quite hit a Washington player, even though there was a chance of that. Tuzolino cuts behind his net and sends it up. Now Levshinov looking for a pass. He goes back to Tuzolino. Tuzolino down the wing. He gets flattened, but it goes to Timonen. Great shot from the slot, and a good save, Shesterkin again. Man, oh man, we have had our chances. I'm going to say man, oh man, probably 100 times, honestly. But we will take it. Chances galore. We really need to hit Miroshnichenko, but it's hard when he's got... Tuzolino may as well be a cone out there. You mean... yeah, a pylon. He's just getting hit like crazy. But alright, off the face-off, Boqvist gets it back, sends it up to Miroshnichenko. Miroshnichenko finally poked off the puck. Now Levshinov tries to... Oh, Lavoie in front, and Miroshnichenko fit it. Wait, oh, they call it off. No way. Oh my God. That's crazy. They're going to call it back on goal interference. Raphael Lavoie. Raphael Lavoie can't get it done because he causes the goal interference on Delmore. And we're continuing on. Let's go. Oh. That was crazy. Crazy good luck. Now, off the draw. Back to Miroshnichenko. He centers it. Strome's pass broken up by Tuzolino. Oh my god. And we just immediately give it up again. And there it is. Wow. That was just back to back. We probably should have called a timeout immediately. But the Growlers season is over. Oh man. Honestly, a really nice goal from Strome. The first shot doesn't go through, so he keeps at it and then proceeds to rip the next shot over the blocker of Delmore. Honestly, I'm surprised we even won a game. The fact that we were able to win a game is actually pretty sweet. I'm glad we did, but at the same time, the Capitals were the President's Trophy winners. I really did not expect to go that far. There was your big hit of the game there by Zamula, but yeah, no, Miroshnichenko broke this game wide open. His playmaking and skill just really set up Washington for a great game, but yeah. Delmore is the reason we made it so far. That was a crazy series. What a fun series, though. I mean, I know we only make it to 5, but you know what? We'll take it. For our first ever playoff experience, winning a game, not getting swept. Yeah. Not that bad. Not that bad, honestly. So, what do you guys think? Do we call the episode here? Do we keep going? I'm pretty tired, honestly. That was a crazy series, but I think we go up to our last scouting date and then finish the sim off from there, and then we'll just kind of call it there because, yeah, that was an extra half an hour or so with that playoff series. Also, how are the Huskies doing? They got eliminated 3-1. Oh, man. Tough playoffs for us, just all around tough. We got a taste of the playoffs. Yeah, they're hungry now. Exactly. Yeah, Kari Teravainen, though, the Wolf Slayer, an assist per game in 5 games. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun series, I gotta say. I'm glad we actually even made it that far. 5 games, it's a start. Ooh, Landon Robbins. Another right D, but he looks good. Here's also this guy too, Kim Mahler. And that's it for now for scouts, but, you know, give it a little more time. I'm sure a few more decent-looking players will pop up. Magnuson, there's a good lefty. That's going to be sweet. Yeah, no, the Wolf Slayer was the only guy really playing in those playoffs, which, you know, if our team can stay healthy for longer, I think we'll have a better chance next year, but yeah, what a playoff series that was. That was awesome. Check the goalies. Yeah, oh no, the goalies are, yeah, the goalies were not good enough, but you know what? Brendan Gallagher might be our first round pick. We'll see what happens. That could be interesting. All right, what else are we looking at here? Bruce Skogas looks really good, actually. Gally, yes. Yeah, exactly. We got literally another Brendan Gallagher, so. All right, that's where we're currently at. We're going to simulate up to the next date. The playoffs are over for us, unfortunately. We're out in 5, but that was a fun run for sure. I really enjoyed that. So let's go up to the end of May. We'll go May 17th. And man, oh man, what a year that was. Just so many strides from this team. We just made it so much farther than we have in the past. And I'm impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed with how well this team did. No complaints, no regrets on how the season went. I thought it was a great season overall. And yeah, just a bit of a tough way to go out there, but you know what? We'll take it. Not really any performance from our defense, so that's going to have to change heading into the next year. And we'll have a better goalie in there next year for sure. Obviously, we have Sanchez in there. The only reason he wasn't playing in the NHL this year is because we wanted to give him that extra opportunity for growth. Obviously, losing in the playoffs doesn't help, but it is what it is. And all right, as we continue to sim onward, Gallagher's been your favorite player since you started watching hockey. Yeah. So yeah, we could take an American Brendan Gallagher here. Is Brendan Gallagher American? I honestly don't know. Honestly, Brady Flynn looks really good. We're going to have, like, yeah, kind of a mid to late first round pick here. We won't go with LeClaire, but McGrath could be okay. Lundmark could be actually really good. Oh, yeah, we've got another Brendan Gallagher that's not the same in real life Brendan Gallagher, but... Ooh, 1 year ETA Varlamov though, that could be a good pick too. Man, we're gonna have a tough choice here. And St. Louis is indeed an elite goalie, but we're not gonna go for him. Fontinos we could go for. I don't really feel like getting him. In real life's from Edmonton. We haven't done one yet there, Merrick, but we probably will at some point for a Utah franchise mode. And, alright, apart from that, we could probably grab Moroza. He looks pretty good, even though he's a shooting pinch. Ooh, this guy looks kind of good. Nick Aubrey. Keep an eye on him. Anybody else? We're not taking that Tarvinen. Yeah, he doesn't quite look good enough. Stasiak, on the other hand, though, maybe? And LaPointe is okay. Look at these, though. Like, look at these guys. There's 2 elite grinders there in that 100-ish range, or 2 elite players in that 100-ish range. Ooh, there's another one. That's a goalie we're taking, Clayton Foss. So I think we've got our rounds 2, 3, and 4 kind of picked out at this point. Yeah, over Mahler and Letivari, we'd take that other guy, just because he'll have more time to develop. Medium 6, though, this late on is not bad either, even though Veshy looks good. Yeah, honestly, fair enough, though. Real Divinity, like, those are all great players. Yonkman will get another scouting report on, probably. And then after that... Ooh, Joakim Niemi actually looks really good too. So there's options this year. There's gonna be some good chances for us to get new players here. Ooh, that guy could be good. Jermaine Ellison might be really good. We'll have to wait and see. Rene Lemaire looks okay. Nothing insane. Ooh, yeah, Magnuson will be one of our picks probably. And anybody else? Boynton looks pretty solid too. And a couple more low elites in there. Nothing insane, but we'll see. We'll see. Caden Packard. That's a great name. All right. Montreal could have gotten Draisaitl. That would have been insane. That would have just been utterly insane. No other way to look at it. Oh, I don't know if he's going to be there by the time they make the playoffs, if I'm being honest, but we'll see. Alright, guys. Honestly, I think this is probably where we're going to wrap the stream up. I'm pretty tired after that playoff run and everything. Like, I know I didn't do anything. It was just the rest of my day has made me tired, but yeah, you know what? This has been a freaking fabulous season for this team. We made huge strides, huge progress, and I'm going to try to do some scouting based on... We're going to do it a little differently. Yeah, I am tired right now, but we're going to do scouting a little differently than usual. We're going to try going like this and going over and then selecting the scout that scouted them before and then do another potential comparison. And then that way, hopefully, we'll get a better report on them and it'll actually be accurate. So we're going to try that, see if it works. It should work. I don't see why it wouldn't, because we're sticking to all the principles that should work for this. I'm going to go take a nap, I think. I honestly think I am. Did we get... No, it's Timmins here again. Okay, so that kind of stinks because Timmins is probably going to have too many scouting reports now at this point. Might have to spread that out a little bit better. We'll see. I will go check the scouting logs right after we do this. Actually, you know what? We're not. Are we up to? We are up to date, aren't we? No, we're not. We're close though. Okay, now we're up to date. Sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna go take a power nap after this, I think. So, who's the tallest player I've ever scouted? That's a great question. I think probably 6'5", maybe a 6'6" defenseman. Anton Salayev doesn't count because he's a created player. So, but besides that, yeah, the highest rated or highest height player I've ever seen is probably somewhere in that range. All right, Glass should be getting Francois Waugh. And then we're going to go down to Stasiak. Who's going to get... There's no way Timmins has enough player or enough capacity to be able to scout all of these guys. The playoff loss took a lot out of me. Yes, it absolutely did. It was like, oh man, I commentated all of that for nothing. No, I'm kidding. It was a good, fun start to kind of see how the team was doing. Yeah, Salayev can be really good. Like there's opportunity for him to be really good. Let's do Timmins here. Okay, so we have kind of gone a little off topic from, not off topic, but off style from how I normally scout, because I'm trying something new here. Lundmark might be okay, but we're going to wait on him. If Gallagher's a gem, though, I feel like we probably need to just see how good he is, because we could get him instead of some other players, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see, obviously. No guarantees that he's going to be that great. You guys, I mean, Peaceful, you're just set on him. Yeah, I know. We're going to try to get him for sure. Okay, we've got tons of players scouted here. Yeah, him playing center too could actually be very beneficial. Man, all of our non-scouted players are in the dub. It's so annoying. But I'm going to have to go and check all of our scouting reports, make sure that they finish up before the draft date. And if they don't, then we're going to struggle. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, so we're going to have to hand... Wow. This is not even remotely close. Great. Okay, well, we'll get what we get, I guess, from the WHL, because there was just not enough scouts to get all of that done. Oh, okay. I can go through this too, but I want to get players that you guys love too, because then you guys actually are more invested in the series, right? That's kind of the point behind being the entertainer here. So, all right. Anybody else that looks good? Did I see a 2-year ETA? No, I did not. All right. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna send it. We're gonna leave this video, or leave this episode pretty much as is, or not as is. We'll go up to the end of the season, see the awards, and then we'll wrap up this live stream. But yeah, we'll do the draft to start next episode, or next live stream, which I think is going to be really fun because we're picking way higher than we have in the past. And this year we're going to see the Winnipeg Jets and the Belleville Senators win the respective championships. And there's a slightly new salary cap there, but yeah, no, I do think the best player for our team is going to be Varlamov, probably. But man, I wish we could take Gallagher too, because Varlamov looks like a really solid middle six, bottom six sniper that we could utilize. So, but McGinnis is there, St. Louis there, Fontinos is there. Like there's options. So we'll see just who we can pick with which picks. But yeah, we're not picking until the later second round there, unfortunately. So we will not get a shot at Brendan Gallagher more than likely, but he is a gem too, so he could turn out to be one of the best players in this entire draft, which is different. Might be related to Semyon? Yeah, you never know. You never know. Hrabas is going to be really good. Are you looking at Brendan Gallagher there, Vendetta, or what are you talking about, or what's your no way let's go? Like more so the team making the playoffs, or what? Like we did. There was a bunch of things that went really well this year. So, or is it the Jets winning? There's many options for what you could be saying no way let's go to. So here's the playoff tree. Obviously, we actually made the playoffs. You can see right up here, we actually made it. But yeah, Winnipeg Jets win a Stanley Cup, beating out the Capitals, who, we lost to the Capitals, who were a very good team. I think the Capitals have lost in back-to-back Stanley Cup finals now, which is kind of crazy to think about. Let's look at that. Year 7, yeah, they lost 4-1 to San Jose, and then they lose 4-0 to the Winnipeg Jets. But yeah, Misa looks really good. Honestly, though, Peaceful, yeah, you're probably right on that fact as far as him getting injured might have changed our team's destiny. So, all right. For awards this year, the Art Ross goes to Jack Eichel. Same with the Hart, yet again. Cale Makar wins yet another Norris on Montreal this time, though. Kyle Connor wins the Lady Byng. Steven Chucko wins the Calder this year, which makes sense. Cole Perfetti gets the Conn Smythe. Igor Shesterkin with the Vezina. Carter Hart and Akira Schmid with the Jennings. Eric Chernak with the Masterton. Our coach, Damian Corso, gets the Jack Adams. Let's go. Finally a proper, not a Vinny DeHernay Masterton, but a proper award this year. Connor Bedard gets the Selke. And Jack Eichel with the Lindsay, and of course Cole Iserman yet again with the Rocket. So, for AHL awards, Hannu Matanen just looked amazing, but Oliver Kapanen was very good too. Warner won the Willie Marsh, Matanen won the Garrett, Cale Clegg won the Eddie Shore. At Dallas goalie, I cannot say his name. Typhonsee wins the Baz, Jordy wins the Butterfield, Matanen wins the Hunt. Nazco wins the... Is that how you say it? Nazco wins the Dupree, and Ratzlaff wins the Hap Holmes. For the AHL playoffs this year, with Belleville going all the way, they ended up beating out, of course, us. Again, we both lost to the eventual Eastern Conference champions, and one of the two eventual Cup champions. That's crazy. So, yeah, there you have it. It's not really surprising that we lost to those teams. Those were great teams, but yeah, literally just unlucky this year more than anything. Like we were right there. So there you have it, guys. That is pretty much gonna be it for the live stream. We're gonna just simulate up a little further to just before the lottery, and then I'm gonna leave you guys in suspense for a couple days with where the lottery's going to be. Obviously, it's not really going to matter. It doesn't affect us this season, as we were able to win a lot of games. And yeah, we'll have to just wait and see where those picks all end up, because that's, yeah. Good luck in the draft. Hopefully we get a stud. Thank you, sir. I mean, we're not going to do the draft today, Sam, but yeah, we will do it in the next live stream. But yeah, we'll get him back next year. Exactly, Real Divinity. But yeah, look at the growth from this team. You love to see it. Oh, there we go. Vasilyev's now down to your medium elite. It was about time. It was about time. Levshinov's up to an 88, though, so that might help his chances of staying as a low franchise. We have really taken potential hits, though, in this series. Like, I have to say. Ooh, Zykov. Nice. All right, Zykov grew up to an 82, so he might be like 84, 85 by the start of next season. Delmore was really good, too. Pentakainen's dropped right off to a low 9, so good thing we're only paying him $900K. Apart from that, Millman, Archer, Georges, none of those guys really grew a lot. Rogers looks like he might actually make the team, though. And apart from that, who else was good? Goudreau grew quite a bit. Houston actually looks okay. Kyler Denny looks all right. And that's kind of it. Like, not really a lot of guys just skyrocketing up here in potential. Or just overall rating, really, either. So we're just going to have to sit back and hope and pray that a guy like Muirs or Sprudwick or somebody gets moving here, because I would bet on Leo Strudwick, but we'll see. Because, yeah, we need that extra bit of depth, we need that extra bit of scoring, and we're not going to get that very quickly through the draft. I mean, yeah, Captain Canada here, Rogers, looks really good, but yeah, we're still a ways out from really being that team to beat competitive team here. We're close, but still a little ways out. Yeah, it does suck that Vasilyev doesn't have franchise anymore, but we kind of knew that was coming. He's been Mr. 69 as far as literally he scored 69 points pretty much half of his career now, which isn't good enough to become a franchise player. So as great as some of his things are, like puck skills and skating, and yeah, like he's a good player, but he's just not really the guy that, we expected him. You might be right there, Peaceful. We'll see. But yeah, that is where we're going to wrap this stream up. Yeah, honestly, it is a pretty sweet nickname there, Real Divinity. But yeah, that's where we're going to wrap this stream up. In the next stream, we will get to... I'm realizing now we never did an episode cut or anything. I'm just going to cut it in the editing, and yeah, it's going to be what it is. But yeah, that's where we're going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys all for watching, whether you were on the edited side of YouTube or on the live stream here. Appreciate all you guys on the live stream. These streams have really been helping grow the channel. But yeah, that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys all for watching. I mean, hey, we finally made a playoff run, made it to the playoffs, so we cannot be upset about that by any means. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I will see you all in the next stream. Have a great day. And yeah, I'm going to go take a nap.